Genesis.
Fucker turned sideways on me. Fucking stupid tab. There it is.
Yuck.
Oh, you're drinking that?
There's one left. It's got some kind of fucking caffeine in it.
Oh, wow. This is delicious.
Oh, my God. Every time you do that, and then you're like, try it.
Well, yeah, because I'm being a good friend.
C4.
Yeah, it's Hawaiian Punch.
Hawaiian Punch.
That's lovely.
It tastes just like Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah. That might be better than the fucking Monster one.
Maybe.
And
better than like Pacific Punch or whatever.
This one has 0 sugar. So,
well, there you go.
It's better for you, at least.
Welcome to We Need Wrestling. I'm DJ. That's Brett.
That's tasty. Hello.
We're here to talk wrestling.
Are we?
But before that,
Is this what we do?
this is what we do. For the uninitiated. But before that, how are you, pal?
I'm good, man. I'm doing really good.
You know?
Yeah,
Good.
Things are good.
Good.
I'm a happy camper. Nothing to complain about.
Right.
I mean, sure, there's things to complain about, but
Well,
my personal
nothing we're going to get into on the professional wrestling
of course
podcast.
not. How are you?
All right, fine, good.
Yeah, just all right.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Living.
good. As long as you're not dying.
Baseline. All good. No
Listen,
problems.
Either
Whatever.
get busy living or get busy dying.
It's true.
Okay?
That's right.
That's the way I'm looking at things.
Hey, you live or die on your feet or you live on your knees.
It's every hardcore band's lyric ever. I respect that.
I was referring to Biohazard's lyrics, but
Well,
that's my pick for I don't know why I said that. Like
yeah, I
rich
don't know.
people
What
listen to
was that?
Biohazard.
Yeah.
Like people who own yachts also just listen to Biohazard like crazy.
You think like Shad Khan listens to Biohazard?
Did you see his fucking yacht?
That's why I brought it up.
That's insane. And then they're like, oh, it's like sleeps 12 people. I'm like, why only 12 people, you fucking maniacs?
Well, because you needed room for his basketball court on the yacht.
Right. Well, he has 37 staff people on it.
That is fucking crazy.
You should just on this wrestling podcast. Fuck billionaires.
Yeah,
but
$360 million.
That's ridiculous.
It's a 400-foot yacht. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You crazy man. Yeah, though I'm good, man. You know, got the Super Bowl on Sunday, so
Yeah.
feeling good, ready for it, ready to watch.
Tony Khan's dad has a 400-foot yacht, but if ratings don't get better, AEW's going out of business.
Oh God damn it! Don't you start. I don't want the doom and gloom.
No, it's not doom and gloom. But what I mean is like that's foolish to think that he literally has an unlimited supply of money to tap into.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
That guy got money out the fucking.
yeah, right. He just needs to make a phone call, and his old man will just give him more.
That's all.
I think he's the only child, right? Maybe not. I don't know.
As Phillips once said, that company will go as long as he wants to put money into it.
Right.
And he was right.
Exactly.
All right. What's up?
Well, I guess we're gonna talk wrestling. That's what we're here for, huh?
We sure do. I have zero news.
Zero news.
Down,
All right.
so-
Well, let's see what the internet has for us here.
That's what I was waiting for. It felt empty without that.
I know. Let's see. I was typing it. Let's see.
Feels so empty without
Fucking
me.
Hulk Hogan's still in the fucking news
For
cycle.
what? What did he do?
Because he went on McAfee's podcast and told a bunch of lies.
Oh,
You didn't see that?
no.
Yeah.
No.
he went on McAfee's podcast. Oh my God! So Tim's gonna cover it on Final Wrestling Place. So listen to Final Wrestling Place. But
Have fun, Tim.
McAfee was like, "Did you know you were gonna get booed?" And he was like, "Yeah, brother." He goes, "The last time I was there, I was up and down the roads with the NWO." He's like, "Of course they're gonna boo me. The last time they saw me, I was a heel, brother."
God,
Like, listen here, brother, dude. I knew that was gonna happen, brother.
that guy.
Because I was a heel
sucks,
the last time I was there. And McAfee was like, that's what you think it is? And he's like, yeah, you know. And I think, he's like, yeah, brother, dude. And, you know, I think, like, politics probably get in the way. And McAfee goes, and probably some other things you did. And Huckster was like, what? What, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just told his usual fucking lies and, you know, bad Terry lies bullshit.
So I'm sure you saw the Seth Rollins clip from today talking about Hogan.
That's why I brought it up, because the first thing here says he deserved to be booed, yeah.
Did you see the little clip of Taker talking about it from his podcast,
Some
too?
things come back to you.
I was like, boy, that he hates this motherfucker. I'm not a Taker guy in the year of our Lord 2025, but like
Taker didn't get booed.
Nope, Taker didn't get booed.
And they may not get along, but they share one big thing in common.
Yep.
And Hogan could say that's why he was booed all he wants, but he shares that thing in common with the Undertaker. Undertaker didn't get fucking booed.
He didn't get booed.
Undertaker rode his motorcycle drunk down a ramp around the ring and put a fist in the air.
Yeah. People love that shit.
So,
not for Terry though.
Not for Bad Terry. Fuck Bad Terry. What a fucking joke.
I agree. I saw him like when he walked out on McAfee, he had to hold on to Jimmy Hart to walk.
Yeah.
Are his knees like
he's
even
bad
his
shape.
knee replacement?
His back, his knees, his hips, all that. He's in bad shape.
Put it into it.
It's 40 years of dropping the big leg, dude.
Yeah, fucking never. I was gonna say something mean. Not gonna say that.
Yep. 7 new WWE NXT signings from 2 days ago.
I bet we know none of them.
Okay. Let's see. Number 7, El Hijo Del Wagner Jr.
Oh, that's official.
Oh, this is potential.
Oh,
what a bullshit fucking
like,
headline.
Whoa.
WrestleTalk.com. You go straight to fucking hell.
I was like, I didn't know that was official yet because he's working somewhere Mania weekend.
Ooh, yeah, bullshit. Fuck you, people. Potential. All right, so
Who is on this list?
That's happening. We know that's happening. Josh Alexander. I'm not sure that one's happening.
I don't know.
I think he's a little too old for them at this point. I don't know what Josh is doing.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna go try and kickstart Maple Leaf as like a real Canadian deal.
Maybe.
Who knows? Number 5, David Finlay. I've heard that. That's a big rumor.
I could see that because I think his
fucking brother's there. His dad's
yeah.
there. Go there. Leave New Japan out of this.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Masha Slamovich, not happening.
No, she's no.
Zilla Fatu. I think he missed the Samoan boat.
I think he is very like problematic from what I've read about him.
Right. And I think the era of signing all the Samoans is over.
I don't know, man. I'm still waiting for Tala Tonga to debut.
That's true. Oh yeah, they never even bothered with him, huh?
No.
All right, well, Joe Hendry, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And like TNA made sure to tank his fucking stock. So.
Oh, he's a world champ, man.
And
you didn't hear that pop of the Rumble, bro?
Yeah, number 1.
Come on, that was all killer, no filler from that point on.
Number 1,
You're crazy man.
Ricky Starks.
Do you think he'd be an NXT or right to the main roster?
NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already knows how to work TV.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's. Well, it depends on how messy the eventual finalized breakup actually is.
Like, you think Cody would just like pull him up on TV with me?
I think if it's messy enough and they can pop a rating by putting him right on TV and rubbing it in the face, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know because.
But dude, it's apparently a bad thing to mention somebody else from another company on television.
Is it?
Jimmy Corderas.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, you didn't see it with MJF today.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh okay. No, I don't pay attention to what Jimmy Corderas fucking says.
Yep. I saw it on Twitter and I went, "Wow, this guy." Boy, a lot of real just bad opinions on Twitter I've seen.
Well, because most of these assholes are collecting checks now for being fucking social media. Yeah. Influencers and wrestling radio show bullshit.
I saw one today from said wrestling radio show about T-shirt etiquette at wrestling shows.
Okay.
They're like, don't wear a CM Punk shirt to an AEW show.
Who said this?
Fucking those morons from Busted Open. Like that. I heard a clip. Somebody called in. They're like, yeah, I was at a WWE show and somebody wore an AEW jacket. And I said, really, bro, you're going to do that here? Like, mind-boggling, dude. Mind-boggling.
Two things. One, if WWE wants to cut me a paycheck, I'll become a shill.
Yeah, 100%. What do you need?
Right.
Yeet.
Right. You want me to do the fucking dance?
Hey, DJ, you ready for Yeetamania like I am?
You want me to say stupid bullshit and scream in my closet like Dave LaGreca does?
The Yeet Miser.
You give me the money. You give me the money that LaGreca's making, and I will fucking dance a jig for everything you do on that fucking television show. The second point here, do not come up to me.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Do not come up to me at a wrestling show.
Anybody ever
Don't
walks up to me and says, really, you're wearing that shirt here, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be wearing your shirt to the
Like,
hospital.
you fucking... Like,
No.
what a crazy...
So stupid.
Oh, my God.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah. And they're like, would you wear a Cody Rhodes shirt to an AEW show?
Yeah. If I was dumb enough to own a Cody Rhodes shirt, yes.
It's like, yeah, I would. Like, what?
Right.
Like, you people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-shirt etiquette was getting discussed on that show today. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What a show. I try my best, like, not to hate listen or hate watch things, but, like, man, are there just nothing but bad faith opinions there. Cool.
It's a garbage show.
The problem was it used to not be.
Right.
But then wrestlers got involved and tried to get themselves over.
Well, so who did it with the Greca before?
It was with Greca.
Deadly.
It was with Greca, and he had a co-host.
Okay.
Then I think for a while he was doing it by himself.
When Dreamer was there for a while.
And, like, wrestlers would pop in.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're fucking Dudley, Bully Ray, idiot. I'll never forget the one where this is when Punk was rumored to come back to wrestling after UFC. And this is where Bully was with Ring of Honor. And he's like, if CM Punk really cared about this business and he wanted to come back and give back, he'd come to Ring of Honor. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, AEW wasn't a thing yet, but it's like still like, what are you talking about?
You know, I'll tell you something that I learned this week about those guys, and we always kind of had an inkling, but more than we know, most of those ECW guys use Feinstein as their fucking man
that's
out there in the world doing your bookings, handling their merch.
Yeah, Joe did a Big J journalism this week. And
I
saw that blew up on Twitter about that.
Oh yeah. Joe. I remember who he told me. He said somebody from the current WWE took a mark photo with Feinstein. Who should know better? I don't remember who it was.
Fucker should know better. I did see he was selling
with Seth. I don't know.
He was selling off that Silvermore. You know, the bootleg shit he does?
Yeah, as real.
Yeah, as real. And,
well, I mean, he faked Roddy Piper fucking autographs, too.
Yeah, and he was like, Silvermore's supposed to like, fuck this scumbag.
Yeah.
Like, not just for this, but for the obvious reasons.
Yeah, I had to tell the story about him at fucking the Tremont show.
Oh, yeah.
Again, where we walked in, I was like, Feinstein's here.
Nope, I'm not going to go get my picture with Onita.
Nobody's getting my money.
Nope.
And
nobody
was
did
like,
get
whoa,
my money that night.
The wrestlers didn't know. Oh, no.
Remember that? And it was just like, bullshit, Ricochet Page. I saw you standing right
I saw them all standing right there. They walked past. I saw us within 10 minutes of
walking in.
If I saw
it, you saw it.
Exactly. You were there 2 hours before me setting up shit. You just wasn't there. When you have a fucking mask on, you goobers. Yeah.
I don't remember what our original story was.
It was that all came from Ricky Starks going to NXT.
Oh wow, boy, did that really go off the track.
Sure did. Let's see. What else we got here?
This is goddamn delicious. This Hawaiian Punch
C4.
C4.
Bodyslam.net has a thing here. February 6th, written by Nick Perkins. It says, has-been wrestler Sean Morley, who doesn't understand science, also doesn't understand law or pro wrestling.
I mean,
great headline.
Wonderful headline. That's incredible. Fucking Val Venus. Ugh. There's a reason certain guys don't get offered legends.
Yeah, so he just went like transphobic bullshit. And,
of course, yeah.
You know, all that stuff. So
yeah, what a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, he apparently went after Nyla Rose and Giselle Shaw.
Of course.
Because he's a dumb piece of shit. Saying that whatever's they're gonna be kicked out of wrestling now that somebody signed a fucking piece of paper in an office. God. Let's see. Jay Chung joining Maple Leaf Pro's broadcast team. That makes sense, and that means Josh Alexander's going there.
Oh yeah. So who's on the broadcast team? Morrow and Don Callis? Maybe she'll do the in-ring announcing. Who knows? I don't even know when they're running a show again. I know it's in a couple months.
Yeah, March.
Okay.
No, it doesn't say. I know who it was the last time, though. She's probably just going to be ring announcing and backstage, probably.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
They announced a bunch of people for Maple Leaf Pro. Let's see.
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Bishop Dyer. We talked about that last week.
That's right.
Bhupinder Gujjar. I don't know who that is. PCO. Aiden Prince, Kylie Ray, Mauro Ranallo. He was good that first show.
Yeah, he was, because he was toned down a little
El Reverso.
What the fuck?
It sounds like probably cultural appropriation, but I don't know for sure. Giselle Shaw, Sheldon Jean, Kushida, Blake Christian, Jade Chung, Sam Laterna, who's the one backstage lady, and Michael Allen Richard Clark. That man has 4 first names. Never trust a man with 3 first names.
4, though?
I don't know what 4 does. I don't know if I respect him less or if it goes back to being respectful.
Doug, let us know.
Right.
How do we feel about that and a man whose hips are wider than his shoulders?
Well, we all know
that. I know you don't trust that.
You don't trust. So there you go. Maple Leaf, I'm excited for that. That was a good first show, except for the worst match of the year. But, beggars can't be choosers.
Facts.
Anything else? The Rock's frustrated. I don't give a shit.
The Rock's restaurant?
It said The Rock is frustrated.
Oh, wow.
I don't care. I don't care. This is really good podcasting here.
Yeah, what are you, Britt Baker? Uh-huh. Nobody cares?
Yep. Yeah, we're good here.
All right.
That's it for news, everybody. Boop-a-doo.
All right, well,
you're welcome.
Do you want to get into
We're going to talk more about La Greca later, or now if you wanted to.
We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because we'll talk about we'll wait till we're... Yeah. All right, we're going to talk about the PLE first.
Number one, don't you ever call it that in my presence.
Okay.
It's a pay-per-view, goddammit. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble, of course.
So, disclaimer, as you may have noticed, the Royal Rumbler is not here. Yeah. Because, and I quote, what do I have to talk about? It sucked. So, there you go.
Yeah, so I watched it with my nephews, which, again, makes it through a different lens for me. They enjoyed it. Both Rumbles. I thought that they were very mediocre.
Yeah.
Very middle of the road. I think booking Charlotte Flair to win on her first match back is such a backstep. Like, I don't give a shit about Charlotte Flair. I haven't given a shit about Charlotte Flair in a long time.
Did the kids know who she was?
Not really.
Right. Because how would they? It's their first Rumble. They've only been watching for a few months.
Yeah, they don't really know who she is. Yeah. They didn't know Trish Stratus. Right. They didn't know Jordan Grace. They know a couple. But they're very much like, oh, why isn't Rhea Ripley in this? And I had to explain. Yeah. Oh, where's Tiffy? Had to explain.
Champ, right. And that's fine. Those are appropriate questions.
Yeah. So before
I had those same questions only because I didn't know they were champ. I didn't know who was champ.
So before we get into the actual show part of it,
sure.
One thing, and this is watching with my family, and my brother-in-law kind of brought this up as well. He feels like they could have done more than 4 matches.
Yeah.
You could have squeezed another one in there. He goes, why wasn't there a women's title match either with Rhea or Tiffy on here?
Yeah, why do you not?
He goes, they didn't even show them at all during the show.
Right, they didn't even come out
nothing.
And it's because WWE now likes to build the suspense of who's going to challenge who.
Yeah.
So they can't do confrontations because why are you going to tune into Raw if you already know who they're challenging? You need to see Jey Uso, spoilers, come out and point at somebody directly or cut a half and half promo about how he's not going to challenge for the real title.
Yeah. So he was kind of let down by that a little bit.
I get it.
Yeah, and he even said, and I agree with this too, all the fucking downtime advertisements, that's killer. You could get a match in there if you cut those advertisements down a little bit.
Right.
I get it. It's probably not up to you. It's probably a Peacock thing. But 2 Rumbles and 2 matches on a 4-hour show,
right.
DIY and Motor City Machine Guns did not need to be 2 out of 3 falls.
No.
That match was dead.
Yeah, it was dead. It's the ads thing is interesting too because they're like, well, if you don't want ads, just pay for Peacock without ads. And it's like, oh, I just get dead air then.
Yeah,
cool.
It's like, oh, I just get WWE propaganda. That's
right.
it.
It's more time I get to spend with Michael Cole.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah. So the women's Rumble, I didn't love.
I thought it was better than.
I thought it was better than the men's, but yeah, Charlotte, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Like, Charlotte versus Rhea, if it happens, it'll be the third time they've done it at Mania.
Well, and it looks like that's what's happening.
Well, because then Charlotte showed up on NXT this week as well.
The fuck's she gonna do there?
Well, if you remember the first time she won the Rumble, she challenged Rhea for the NXT title.
Yeah.
And beat her for it
So-
at Mania, at COVID Mania.
Yeah, so they're gonna do that again.
I don't know what they're doing.
I heard that good wrestling companies don't repeat storylines that quick. So
Well, that's true. And then she's going to show up on SmackDown this week.
so they're giving her the Jade Cargill treatment.
I'm going to show up
Who
on
wasn't
every
in the
show.
fucking Rumble?
Nope, no Rumble for her.
Good on a fucking beach though. You seen that this week?
Brother.
She don't need wrestling. Come on.
She really doesn't.
Come on.
No, she really doesn't.
She needs to be in one movie and then another movie after that movie fails.
Agreed. Yeah, so it was like a very middle of the road Rumble for the women's.
Yeah.
Again, like myself, even like the kids didn't give a shit about the tag title match at all.
Yeah.
I thought it got okay at the end, but it's
Well,
it's just heatless.
Right, DIY or dead act, and they showed their audience what the machine guns are. So like you don't like I've no stakes in them. I love that tag team. I have no stakes in them in the WWE because what are they going to do?
Yeah,
Why are they there?
I think Marcus stated pretty well. 2025 WWE, there's not really a place for them on a main roster. Like they're two dudes in their 40s who are doing stuff that other teams that are younger are doing. Like it just there's no connection there.
Right.
DIY just feels like a dead act.
Yeah. They're just the worst machine guns. Like they're
just a lesser version.
They're just a lesser version.
I mean, the biggest pop for a team was when the Street Profits attacked both at the end.
Yeah.
You know? Now, I will say, Cody versus KO ladder match was great. Fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
I thought that was fantastic.
Cody should only do ladder matches, I think.
Yeah, it was great. It really was. Kevin Owens is the fucking man.
Yeah.
I saw a thing where he got credited for putting most of that together.
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean,
sure.
I had so much fun watching it.
Yeah.
Especially at the end, Kevin loved the business.
That bump that he takes with his head through the where
Alabama
it's
slam.
insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane bump.
Yeah, the kids were going nuts during
Yeah.
it too. Like they were loving it, you know. Yeah, KO's the fucking man, and like, it sucks that he doesn't have a title.
Yeah.
I wish he had a title.
Yeah.
But goddamn, it was so fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
And then the men's rumble too. It just wasn't as good as the women's. I don't know. Jey Uso wins. I don't love it.
I'm proud of them for doing it. I'm proud of them for saying like, yeah, well, let's everybody bet on Cena. I thought it was gonna be Cena. I know until
I thought it was gonna be Cena
until he saw the bald spot. Joe thought it was gonna be Cena too. The bald spot has ruined him.
Yeah, it's bad.
Just get some topics like Cardona, but
shave it, go bald.
So like I'm cool with them like going like, well, we're gonna pick somebody new. You know, when we watched last week the Rumble, the 05 Rumble, it was like the Final Four had never won a world title and all that. But Jey Uso ain't that guy. I know that he's super over.
Sure.
I know that they forced Michael Cole to get on his fucking desk and do the Yeet dance.
Yeah.
Like, I see how fucking over he is. And I 100% agree that talent disregarded, if you're that fucking over, you need to be on TV. I bitch about AEW not featuring the Outrunners all the time when they were over as shit. Number one merch movers, all that. They didn't put a belt on them. They faded off TV for a little bit. They're not on TV right now. Like, all that stuff.
You know who else is really over, DJ? Texas Tornado.
Right.
Did he win a world title?
That would be a no.
Tito Santana.
Ariba.
Did he win the world title in WWE?
No.
It's okay to be a very over act.
Right.
And not in the main
event.
event.
I think... And I know on Final Wrestling Place, Marcus, I don't know if he said it on air or not, but I'll expose him here. Comparing Jey Uso to the Road Dogg.
Oh, he said it on air.
And I like the Road Dogg. I just didn't remember if that was on air or not.
Yeah.
I like the Road Dogg. I was a big Road Dogg fan. I wanted that Look 'em on No Curse shirt. But I think Tito Santana is a much better comparison for Jey Uso. I think Tito's a better wrestler.
Yeah.
I think I would 100 out of 100 times I'd probably watch Tito Santana match over a Jey Uso match.
Yeah.
I think Jey Uso showed us that the kind of match he had last year at Mania, and it stunk. Like, it was the worst match of any night of the Rumble or of the Mania. So like, I commend that, like, he's super over. People are going to be pumped. Kids are going to want to come watch WrestleMania to see him. But that dude ain't wearing gold.
So, and here's another problem I have with it as well. So, he just wrestled Gunther at Saturday night's main event. What was that, 2 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. And lost.
Right.
A week later, he wins the Rumble. Mm-hmm. Is he going to challenge Gunther again? What makes it any different? You just lost to the guy.
Right.
Him challenging Cody Rhodes would make no fucking sense.
He has all the Yeetamaniacs behind him now.
Everybody's yeeting all over the place.
Yep.
But it's just, like, to me, that, and I feel like that's getting overlooked a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, we just saw it.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it again. It wasn't that good. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need him to beat Gunther at Mania. Why? Just because you won a Royal Rumble?
Right.
Like, you just lost clean as a sheet to this dude. And why would you challenge Cody? Mm-hmm. That wouldn't make sense to me. Yeah, I just, like you said, okay, you took a chance. You did something a little different.
Sure. You got the marks. You got them. You got us.
Yeah, I don't. Nah.
Yeah, again,
not for. I don't.
I'll tell you what I really liked in the men's rumble. I liked watching IShow Speed get fucking murdered for no reason,
dude. So, when Triple H sent him out,
yeah.
Me, my sister, my brother-in-law all sat there and go, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Right.
All the kids went nuts.
Yeah.
They all were like, "Holy shit, Speed!" Like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" And I don't know who the fuck this person is.
Yeah.
And I saw people bitching about it. That could have been used for somebody else. And I go,
it's the best moment in that whole rumble.
Well, I'm sitting here in the living room with 4 kids who are going fucking crazy, ages 17 to 7.
Right.
So, like, it worked.
It worked.
You know?
And Braun Steiner, man.
Dude.
That second bounce off the ropes, wholly unnecessary. But it got you up to 88 miles an hour.
In the words of Jorge Masvidal, super necessary.
I call him George.
Come on, that's Street Jesus.
Yeah, but just crush that dude. But yeah, like, a lot of people I thought I would see that I wouldn't. Nostalgia acts in the Women's Rumble that have no pop for me. Who's excited to see a Bella Twin in 2025, particularly at the 30 spot, which is a good spot to have a hitter come in to be like, oh my god, well of course they're going to win and it's 30, and then have them nod or whatever. Yeah. I don't know that Trish Stratus still holds that gravitas in 2025. So like that was weird, especially to find out that like the Alexa thing happened. And then Shotzi got shit canned for it. Yeah, shit can a nostalgia act. Don't shit can an active worker. That sucks.
They'll always do that though.
They will.
That'll never change in WWE.
And then like no Omos in the men's whatever.
Shocked by that.
Shocked. We thought it was a lock. Like at least just to be in it.
Yeah.
To do the big man
stuff. Get the big man spot. Get thrown over by 6 dudes.
Yeah. And then all the bullshit drama they're trying to manufacture at the end with Drew and all that shit. Whatever. Yeah. But yeah, like I think we're in the era of diminishing returns of Paul Levesque. I think there's nothing that Triple H can coast on anymore. I think there hasn't been for a little while, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, all right, he's still getting the reins and all that, So I don't know that Triple H has, who he hates being on TV, of course.
Guys, don't mention me. Oh my god, I hate this.
I think we're at diminishing returns. I think they're still super hot, right? And that always comes in the end. I've been a wrestling fan long enough to know that you can be hot as you could possibly be, and you can be as cold as you could possibly be very quickly afterwards.
Yeah.
But this didn't look great, and I see people pulling numbers. I don't have the numbers, so I'm not going to pull them. But I know that Triple H has made Carmelo Hayes a job guy on TV. but some other people that came out of the same time as him have held gold already. I wonder why. I wonder what the difference is between the people who came up to the main roster at the same time who have gold.
Pretty crazy.
Compared to Carmelo Hayes, who's coming out of NXT real hot.
Yeah.
But anyway, lackluster. They were fine. Again, I had fun watching it because the Rumble's inherently fun.
It's always fun,
right?
To
like
watch.
I liked the match enough, but this was two matches in between again, and the Cody KO was great. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
And if you've listened to this show once, you know that is big praise. I'm saying if both of us are saying that about a Cody Rhodes match, KO fucking rules. We all know that. But that's Cody's best match since the ladder match against Sammy is his last match coming out of AEW.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it a lot.
But yeah, the Rumbles were just what they were. Charlotte's nothing, and whatever. We'll see what maybe I too will be eating Joe Sposto's John Cena cap, and maybe Jay will be great. Maybe Jay will hold the belt and have a great match at WrestleMania and be able to carry off a main event title match despite any sort of ability he's shown us as a singles wrestler up to this point. I don't know.
Well, more on that when we get into Raw. But before we get to Raw,
yes,
we have a question.
We do
from Mr. Timothy Taylor.
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
What you got, Tim?
All right. So Tim says, "Love you, boys."
Well, I love you too, Tim.
Easy question.
Before you get the question, I'm really close. I legitimately, not a bit, not a gag, not a joke. I missed you guys this weekend at the Rumble.
Aww.
I was, not that my company wasn't fine. We all had a really good time.
Come on, man. Todd was here.
Todd doesn't listen to podcasts, so I don't have to praise him or bury him. Yeah. I'll let you decide which one I'm going to do. Oh. I would do, but I was a little like, oh man, all right. Well, I guess and I'll say this also. I'll spread his personal business on this podcast. Doug was crushed.
Oh man, that hurts me.
Doug got here.
You know how the moral dilemma that I was having over this.
you were an excused absence.
I was like very torn.
And of course I missed not having you here. You're my pal, my PIC. But Doug, when Doug got here, he was like, Tim Marcus coming? I was like, no, bud. And he was just like, oh. And I was like, yeah, they're doing their own thing. It's, it's a drive. It's this, that, the other thing. And
sure.
Whatever. And he was like, oh, okay. But then I didn't tell Joe that Doug was coming.
Oh, there you go.
So then I got that little on him.
Little pop.
Yeah, a little popski there.
Good.
So, and then April came up, so Doug got to see me. But for real, Tim and Marcus, I like having you guys here. So watching the Rumble, and we're not doing this next year. There's no Rumble next year.
No.
They canceled it. So
not doing it.
So I guess I'll see you.
If my nephews are still into wrestling, I'm legit gonna
right.
It's gonna be hard to explain to them.
Yeah. So I'll see you.
Or I'll just be like, Uncle B's busy.
Right. They can watch it. They're kids.
Yeah, you watch it. Not me.
But so I guess I'll see you guys for a pay-per-view in 2 years. Oh. So. But anyway, Tim, what's your question?
Yeah, but they know how much you love watching WrestleMania, so maybe they'll come up for that.
I don't think I'm watching WrestleMania this year.
Not even a little bit of it?
Maybe.
You'll watch some.
Maybe.
You'll watch
We'll see.
All right. So, Tim says, easy question this week. We've had our fill of the Royal Rumble all month, thanks to you guys, but I wanted to ask.
Your fill? You should be wanting more.
You always want more fill. Is there anything that you feel could be added to the Royal Rumble to evolve it for the better, or is this one of the most perfect match types ever? Don't change it out at all.
No.
It is.
Don't.
It's the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting. Mm-hmm. You know it's going to be, like you said, even if it's bad, it's still fun to watch. Mm-hmm. What'd you feel like about the little stat line on the bottom?
I liked it.
I did too.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice little fresh touch to it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. I liked it.
Gave like the real sports feel to it, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like I'm like watching like NFL Red Zone. They're giving you stats on people,
Yeah.
But don't change it. Don't touch it. Leave it the way it is. I don't change a single thing about it.
Yeah.
30 is the perfect number.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Run on Titan time.
Right. Don't go up to 40. Don't go back down to 20.
Nope. Do the 30.
Right.
It's perfect. There is
like,
nothing that needs to be changed.
Legit, the only thing I would change is find someone that knows how to book the fucking things.
Well, yeah, because...
listen, here's the thing.
old Pat.
Right.
Pat. Used to be it.
Pat Patterson would be a guy embroiled and named in so many fucking things if he was still alive right now.
Oh,
but like the man had a nose for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, he just
he created the fucking thing. Yeah. But and ever since he handed the reins over and stopped doing it, the Rumbles have been worse and worse.
Yeah, there hasn't been like a legendary Rumble in a while.
There's not what I would consider a great Rumble in a long time.
Yeah, I'll
they've been fun.
They've been they're always fun.
Some of them have been good, but there hasn't been like a oh my god, this Rumble was great. Like I'm gonna watch this. Rumble
go out
again.
of your way to watch. No, there hasn't been.
Yeah, so
but don't change it. Don't change the dynamic.
No, the answer isn't change. The answer is just stop letting Triple H book everything. Which will probably happen by lawsuit eventually. But yeah, it's fine. I still love the Rumble.
Yeah, of course.
Literally, the only thing that'll get me to not watch a Royal Rumble is fucking Saudi blood oil money. So
I won't watch.
I have not watched one of those shows, and I will not watch one of those shows.
Same, not doing
it. As far as I'm concerned, take the whole fucking company there and fuck off forever. But
you could.
So
yep, I agree. Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Tim, thanks for that, by the way.
Thanks, buddy.
So Monday Night Raw starts with Jey Uso coming out. Probably the first 30 minutes is just him. Who's day one-ish. Gunther comes out eventually and talks to him, but
does he have a match or they just yeet dance for half an hour?
Came out, was getting the yeeting them on, getting the big ovation. Looks in the camera because the fans are chanting like, "We want more yeet." And he looks at the camera and goes, "Turn it back on," and they turn the music back on.
Okay.
And we yeet some more.
I mean,
dude was definitely like, you could tell he was overwhelmed a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Like trying to gather himself.
It's a big deal for him for sure.
Yeah, and had the waterworks going a little bit, and again, good for him, good for his dad, so his dad doesn't have a fucking heart attack over them not using the yeet man the right way.
Well, I saw the video of his family and Chavo Guerrero for some reason. Again, it's a great moment for him. I'm not trying to necessarily disparage Jey Uso. He clearly has a place. The Usos are a Hall of Fame tag team.
No doubt.
Anybody remember Big John Studd winning the Royal Rumble?
What about Hacksaw?
Right. So,
but again, nice moment, whatever for him. Gunther comes out, Jey Uso's like, I'm sick of this, and then like lifted out of Final Wrestling Place and inserted onto this. And sorry, I know you said about eating Joe's John Cena hat. You're gonna have to because Marcus won't have to because Marcus called the shit.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not supposed to be here. I was a tag team wrestler. Right. It was this paint by numbers shit. Just how Marcus said.
Well, and he said he hinted to going after Gunther in the presser.
Yeah.
So there's no mystery, even if they want to think it is.
But he said, I'm going to smack down a holler at Cody this week. Okay. So
and the thing is too, and again, I don't want to. We don't watch a ton of WWE, right? And I know that we definitely favor AEW.
Yeah.
I think we nitpick both a pretty substantial amount. WWE we just don't talk about a ton.
Yeah.
But get a competitor in there. I don't know it.
Well,
I don't want to be the anti-WWE show, but
no, because there's things on this show on Raw more to praise.
Right. Okay. But also with that, I love Gunther. Gunther's fine. Gunther's a talented wrestler.
They haven't done dick with his title run, though.
And it's a fake belt.
Yeah,
it's still a fake belt.
Yeah.
The fans think it's that way. And maybe not all the kids don't know, but we know what happened. That belt happened because you would not take the belt off Roman.
Yep.
And business was great.
Justifiably so.
So, but we know, it's not like Raw and SmackDown anymore.
Yeah.
For the longest time, it was one belt. And it made Roman seem special because he was on both shows doing his thing, whatever. And now there's 2 belts because somebody needed a consolation prize because Seth Rollins needed a consolation prize. And that's still what that belt is.
Seth
So
did
challenge
nothing,
for it.
Seth did nothing
Right.
to elevate the belt. Damian Priest did
Right.
dick to elevate it. Gunther, they haven't booked him like a
Right.
killer. Everything that they did for his Intercontinental title run the right way, making it seem like just this unstoppable killing machine.
Right.
They've now taken back with him as
Yeah.
the world title.
Right.
Like he was backing down to Damian Priest. Like, no, that wasn't what you did for him for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Why are we doing it now?
Right. And I don't want to come off as a hater, but it's a fake belt. We know it is. That's how it feels. So, like, is it that big of a deal if Jey Uso wins the fake belt? Not really. It's not going to make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
But he's not wrestling Cody. So, and the company also tells us that that's a fake belt. Yeah. They don't directly say it, but they show you that Cody's the champion of that company.
Does wrestle Cody, like, why?
There's no way.
It'd be so silly.
If he wrestles Cody, Cody's main eventing both nights because Cody's going to have a second match that matters.
So, this is what you were kind of alluding to before about that fucking clip going around from that Maroon.
Oh, the Greca?
Yeah.
Do you have it there?
No, but like I know what he said. I watched it. Just talking about like.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna play it? Oh, you're gonna play it. Look at
All
you.
the time. Take your 5-star matches and shove them up your ass. It means dick. It means absolutely dick. You know what means everything? Jey Uso in that ring last night to start off Monday Night Raw. That is bigger and better than any fuck you match that you can put in the ring on a show. That is the reason that we love pro wrestling, is what Jey Uso was able to do and connect with that audience last night on Monday.
The Greca, you got a mouse in your pocket? Who's this fucking we we're talking about here? I don't even know what's going on over
Yeah,
here.
you might just want to shut your phone off.
Yeah, I just muted it. I don't know who that guy is. I thought it was Paul Walter Hauser, but it's just a different man in terrible shape.
Oh, good. Yeah. So like
so much to unpack from that fucking moron.
So that made the rounds on Twitter, and of course gave a voice to people that I wish didn't have some.
Right.
And talking about, I skipped the matches and I just watched for the backstage cinema stuff or whatever. And like that boggles my fucking mind. Listen, like I get it's important to have story. I 100% get that. I put more emphasis on the ring work. That's just my taste as a fan. But to like just completely disregard ring work and say, take your 5-star matches and shove them up your ass
while wearing a Terry Funk t-shirt.
Yeah, like
in front of Brother Ray Dudley.
Like, can you just like please like stop like bootlicking? And again, like I brought up that Busted Open before, and I try not to like do the hate watch or hate listen to things, but I saw that clip, and then I saw he put up people just taking a 30-second clip out of a 20-minute video. Well, I watched a 20-minute video, and you get things factually wrong.
Yeah.
You just talked about Danielson winning the title at WrestleMania 30. Oh, and then he fizzled out. No, he held the belt for a month and then got fucking concussed and had to be out forever. Yeah. Oh, well, then the next Mania, he's opening the show in an Intercontinental title ladder match. Well, no shit, dumbass. He was fucking hurt.
Right.
Like, you can't just put him back in the main event. Like, again, but nobody's going to check them on that.
Right.
And for him to say, like, the matches don't matter, and then I listened to a clip from them today. It was him and Ziggler talking about the MJF Dustin stuff from last night on Dynamite, and he's going, "Oh, I can't wait to see this match now."
Right.
And I go, "But I thought the matches don't fucking matter."
Right.
Like, so what is it?
Right. What is it?
Pick a fucking lane.
What it is clicks, right? But so, and he's saying that to Brother Ray Dudley, who's a wrestler, which takes gall. But Brother Ray will tell you he's the best on the microphone there ever was. Sure. But it's just insane to me, like, to be a successful company in that business, you need both things.
You need both,
right?
You absolutely need both.
It is the antithesis. Like he says, this is why we like wrestling. It's the antithesis, and even there he tells on himself, it's the antithesis to what I enjoy in this business. And I don't know a single goddamn person that says, can't wait to watch my sports entertainment show tonight.
Yeah, nobody's.
I'm a big sports entertainment fan.
Yeah.
I'm sure even your nephews are like, are we watching wrestling
100%,
tonight?
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So even he says, that's why we like wrestling. I didn't watch the matches, but that's why we like wrestling. Well, let's say, repeat that back to yourself again.
Mm-hmm.
Just say some things into a mirror sometimes and listen to yourself before you put them out in public. Because it's monumentally fucking stupid. If you like that part better than the wrestling, fine. You have your opinion, you do your thing.
Yeah.
Right? Not everybody needs 5-star matches. That I agree. You don't always need 5-star matches.
Agreed.
You need to tell a story in a ring. There's wrestlers that aren't capable of what is modernly considered 5-star wrestling.
Sure.
But still were phenomenal wrestlers that told stories in rings. But to say you don't need it at all, and to say that you watched a show and skip the wrestling, means you didn't get the experience.
Yeah.
Go see a movie. Go watch TV. Watch General fucking Hospital or something. Like, it's baffling to me. And even as someone who's a paid WWE shill like LaGreca is, who has Cody's big head behind him next to his own big head in this fucking video, like, even as a paid WWE shill, I am shocked that you went on your fucking radio show and you were like, yeah, I don't need the wrestling part of wrestling.
Yeah, and I listened to the whole clip, and he's talking about Jey Uso's the most popular wrestler in WWE. And I was like, Cody Rhodes?
Right.
CM Punk? Roman Reigns?
Right.
Doesn't even mention Roman by name at all.
No.
Because the three most over guys right now are Jey Uso, Cody, and Punk. I go, Roman Reigns is fucking massively over.
Yeah.
Like, say what you want about the dude, Seth Rollins. Like, massively huge.
Right.
Like, what are you, like, and again, it's not an anti-Jey Uso thing.
Sure.
It's like a anti that mindset
Anti this grift thing.
You know, like,
So-
it's crazy to me.
I just, something just popped in my brain. And I understand that promos are important, and I understand that crowd reaction is super important.
Absolutely,
It all
it
fucking
is.
matters, right?
Yeah.
And I know you run with the hot hand in some regards. I don't think Jey Uso is that. But I'm going to tell you, I was just reminded in my brain of a promo that had an entire arena going fucking crazy. Everybody in the arena had a massive reaction. And these people, it's to a tag team. And this tag team just reunited on a boat this week. I don't know if you saw the clip.
No.
Okay.
Oh, is it Enzo and Big Cass?
It is.
Okay.
That promo where Enzo comes out and the microphone doesn't work.
Yeah.
He holds his hand out, and that entire arena does his entire bit for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Without notes. They weren't given scripts. They weren't reading anything off a screen. None of that. An entire fucking arena was able to do his entire bit. That's how fucking over Enzo Amore is. Enzo's not winning a Rumble.
No.
Enzo's not holding a title without Pac quitting. Like, overness is fucking awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
But it does not mean you should main event WrestleMania. It's not all the pieces to the puzzle.
No.
Jey is a perfectly serviceable wrestler. He's probably pretty good. I would say he's a great tag team wrestler.
Great tag team
Singles,
wrestler.
I don't know.
Singles, he's been on his own now for
Right.
well over a year, and it ain't been hot.
Right. He does
His matches just don't deliver.
all the pieces aren't there. So, I don't know. It's tough. And like, again, I don't want to sound like WWE hater, but like this LaGreca shit, that's fucking stupid. It is the dumbest shit. Like, that guy should be embarrassed. He should have apologized. Honestly, I swear to God, he should have been like, you know what? I was caught in a fucking moment. I was trying to make a point that like one of the reasons why WWE is up on such a level is because the level of stuff they do outside the ring is at a height that's never been done in wrestling before. And I got a little caught up in the moment. But instead he said, he said, shove wrestling up your ass.
Yeah.
Regarding a wrestling show. Shove the wrestling up your ass.
It's crazy.
Is insane to me.
Yeah.
And Brother Ray Dudley sat there and took all that. And this is a man who, unprompted, will tell you how close he was to Terry Funk and how much he learned from Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Harley Race. Let me do that. Let me tell you about this and that and blah, blah, blah. And we changed the business and we did this, that, and the other fucking thing. it is ludicrous. But they're cashing the checks.
Yeah, they are. And I don't know if they even addressed it on that show today. I only heard a couple minutes of it. I'm sure if he does address it, it'll make the rounds on Twitter, I imagine. But, yeah, and, I don't want to keep parroting, like, some things that Marcus said on Final Wrestling Place, but, like, I've seen what I need to see out of Jey Uso. He's almost 40 years old.
Are they? Yeah, I mean, they've been tag team for fucking ever.
He's been in WWE for 15 fucking years.
Makes sense, yeah.
You're not giving me anything different.
Right.
Like, in ring, you are what you are. Like, and I just don't feel it fits a main eventer.
Right.
Like, again, you want to Intercontinental title, run with it. U.S. title, perfect.
Right.
Not a world champ, not a main event guy. No matter how much, even they can hit you with a tagline, main event Jey Uso.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything.
Right. The entrance at WrestleMania is
going
to
be fucking crazy.
And then the bell will ring.
Yeah.
And people will be sitting on their fucking hands.
Yeet, all you want. Like, it's just, it's just not for me.
Right. Until people start actually saying, I'm a fan of sports entertainment. I like sports entertaining. Until the second W in WWE gets fucking changed.
Yeah.
It is an important, integral, needed part of the business.
Yeah, I mean, they even talk about when, obviously, back in the day when Vince was in charge, you still needed to be able to wrestle.
Right.
Like,
right.
There were things you'd overlook about quality matches, but, like, you had to be able to work.
Right.
Right. And I'm not saying Jey Uso can't work. I just don't know that main event style for him just doesn't.
Right.
I don't look at him and go world champ.
Yeah.
I just don't. There's the eye test and, again, merch, movement, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like, that doesn't, it just doesn't mean much to me.
He's not the first guy to get massively over and not hold a world title. He's not the first guy to get massively over and not main event a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And listen, I ain't ribbing you. And I know that he doesn't want it anymore because he main evented Netflix.
I know.
But CM Punk has never main evented WrestleMania. Jey Uso's going to slip into that fucking role and hold up that end of the bargain? I just don't fucking think so.
No.
That's what it is.
I mean, if they go with the proposed Punk, Rollins, Reigns triple threat, like, that's more of a main event match than Jey Uso, Gunther.
I mean, it has star path, three guys. It has three guys who
have been massively over for years.
And I would say listen, I like Gunther a ton, but like any one of those guys are bigger than both those guys put together.
Yeah, I agree.
And I hate Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Speaking of CM Punk,
yes.
Well, all right. Not before I get to that. They're running Elimination Chamber qualifiers.
Yes.
First one was Liv Morgan versus Io Sky.
Liv Morgan's shorts at the Rumble landed the plane there.
Amen.
Can I say that these days?
Landed the plane. Okay. Leave it in.
I would.
Yeah, well, same. Yeah. Liv Io, I thought was pretty good for a TV match.
Okay.
Liv wins because Rhea comes out. Because Io got jumped earlier in the night by Liv backstage. Rhea ran her off, and then Raquel jumped Rhea.
Yeah.
So Raquel ran out to ringside during the match. Rhea runs out to get her revenge and slugs Liv on the outside because Liv grabs her and the referee sees it and calls a DQ.
Okay.
So then
they have to do Charlotte Rhea at Mania because Charlotte Tiffany is just Charlotte versus Charlotte.
I mean, it is, but they do an interesting thing afterwards where Rhea gets in the ring and she's like apologizing to Io, and Io kind of like slaps her hand away.
Oh, okay.
And somebody translated it. She's like, I had that one. I was going to go to WrestleMania. You blew it. So
she can still challenge for the U.S. title or the Women's North American title.
Because she's not in the Elimination Chamber now.
Bummer.
So
yeah,
I love Io.
Io's great.
Oh, Io's so fucking good.
Yeah.
But the main event was for the men's Elimination Chamber qualifier. CM Punk, Sami Zayn.
Okay.
DJ
Punk versus Ska.
Well, when he was beating Sami Zayn up, he calls him Ska Boy.
Oh.
I was going to send you the clip and just go tee-hee-hee.
You were tee-heeing?
I was tee-heeing. Dude, this match was really fucking
good.
good. Yeah.
Good.
It was like...
Good, man.
It was kind of awesome.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you, I held my breath. I thought for sure Punk hurt himself coming out of that Rumble elimination.
Oh, when the leg slipped, he went. Yeah, it did
look
look like.
I was like, oh no!
I was like, oh, it's back.
Yeah,
because that was a nasty bump.
Old bird bones.
They go 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it was actually like very good.
Yeah.
Very like just a lot of punching each other, which I thought was good. The whole premise was Punk a couple weeks ago said like Sami Zayn's not on my level. And
It's on the level with the devil.
Oh, well. And then Sami was kind of fighting from underneath a little bit, and Punk just beating him up and talking shit to him.
Yeah.
And, crowd was very like into both guys, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Punk ends up getting the win.
Okay.
So Punk's going to the Elimination Chamber. So it's him and John Cena in the Elimination Chamber so far. After the match, Punk was stepping out. He like picks Sami up, raises his hand.
Who'd Cena wrestle to get in?
No, but he just declared. So Punk was getting out of the ring, and you see Zayn get attacked from behind, and it's Kevin Owens. And then Owens hits Zayn with a package pile driver.
I
and
saw
it
that
was fucking awesome. Oh, I was so fired up when it happened.
Yeah.
So you're going to get KO Sami at Mania, it seems. Yeah. Fucking crazy. But for real, Punk Zayn, like, that was an awesome match. Awesome, like, TV main event. I enjoyed the shit out of it. So, good for them. That's all the WWE I had. Because SmackDown, the lead-in, it's 3 hours and it's tough to watch. Collision. You want to talk AEW?
Yeah, let's do it, brother.
Collision.
I barely remember Collision. So.
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I fucking hated the Edge backstage promo, pretty much trashing the storyline that you're in.
Yeah.
Hated it.
What's your plan, Moxley? Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Even our viewers are confused by what you're going to do. Like,
Yeah.
Stop. Fucking stop. I don't know whose idea it was for the
Right.
line, but stop.
Right. Fix your program.
Don't
lean
do
into
that.
the criticism. Like, don't try and get the cheap pop from the fans by saying what they say online.
Yeah.
Fix your program.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that so much. I did
We
like...
gotta wait till March 9th for them to face off, so we got a month for this to be fucking over.
God. More on my feelings on that later.
Yeah.
I did like Roosh beating the shit out of Max Caster.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be a squash at all.
Tell you what, Roosh's new gear, his
Yeah.
entrance gear,
Looks
looked
crazy.
good.
Looks good.
Back on TV.
Him and Mordos, though, not getting along.
Yeah, let Roosh start beating people up again.
Why not?
Now.
I like that Max Caster came out and just had a thesaurus of words to rhyme with alive. That's where his skill's at right now.
Yeah.
What? Roosh's promo. I was like, I don't know what he said.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
Some of it was in English.
Yeah.
I don't speak Spanish, so I didn't know. And then Mordos didn't like taunt with them after or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I liked the Swerve interrupting Ricochet and Renee backstage. Another little sit-down interview. I thought that was real cool.
Yeah.
I thought Swerve just being like, hey, Trevor, like, from every places we've been,
Right.
CZW, like...
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, like, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
And when he pulls the scissors out of Ricochet's pocket and puts it to his own throat, like...
Yeah.
I thought that was very well done. Made me excited to see the match on Dynamite for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, Outrunners, just really quick, I really liked the...
Who did they wrestle?
Before they wrestled Learning Tree.
Oh, I skipped that.
That's one that's for another day. But in the promo before it, they say Learning Tree, or maybe they say Chris Jericho specifically. You've been campaigning for an ass whooping and you just got elected.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty fun.
I can deal with that. All right.
I was like, that's awesome.
Good line.
I
Good
like
line.
that one a ton. They're fun to watch. The Bandito saves the Outrunners from the Learning Tree, and I was like, why? I don't understand.
ROH rerun.
I
man.
guess so.
Without the concussion.
Did you
this
see
time.
Chris Jericho do it today? He tasked the internet with finding one person
Yeah, who's
that
been
was
lesser-
that
yeah.
was worse after working with him.
I elevated everybody. If the company dropped the ball on him, yeah,
Right.
okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right. Orange Cassidy, you elevated Orange
Yeah.
Cassidy 8 months after your fucking
Yeah,
program with
Eddie
him, where you had to bury him on
Kingston, Ricky
TV.
Starks,
Right.
Yeah,
Everybody.
cool.
Garbage.
Cool.
Anyway, Harley Cameron gets her first win. It's against Tata Valkyrie, so you know how the match goes.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I just watched the finish.
But Harley gets the win, and it's a roll-up, so that's good.
I have
Good for
written
her.
down here, "You shambolic bitch," but I don't remember who said it.
Oh, Toni Storm cut a promo.
That was it, yes.
And she said, she called Mariah May a cunt-faced fraud.
Yeah,
A
you
shambolic
shambolic
bitch.
bitch.
And she said she's going to doom her womb.
Tony's the best.
Tony is indeed the best. And after that, Brett, we get the debut of what I can only assume is Marcus the Final Wrestling Play's favorite new bit. Favorite new character on AEW television. The Mercedes Moné puppet.
Yep, sure was.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Harley Cameron also apparently actually a ventriloquist.
Oh, yeah.
Which is insane.
She's great.
She
does everything.
Where were the good-looking women when I was a kid who were into nerd shit and dumb shit?
Well,
took me a while to find one. But hilarious.
Yeah.
I like that, like, Mercedes, it pisses Mercedes off. So I like this, like, she's just going to annoy Mercedes into a match.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then Mercedes going to fucking kill her when that match happens. She's going to beat the shit out of her. Which is very funny.
Yep.
Oh, man. What else?
I like that little hologram teaser.
Okay.
That felt very, like, comic booky, didn't it?
Yeah, they're doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was different. It was cool.
Right. I'm going to watch them without the wrestling and see how I feel.
Well, you know. Last thing I have is the FTR Death Rider street fight.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
Let me see. What else do we got?
Moxley bumping into
I
Tax.
don't care about the three-way.
I skipped over a lot of the show.
Yeah. The good thing at so there was Garcia, O'Reilly, Moriarty.
I skipped it.
And it was fine. But the thing afterwards was like the rest of each of those individual groups had a standoff afterwards.
Yeah, because aren't they doing a three-way trios match?
Sure. So it like felt like a trios division, like they actually had one for a second.
Yeah.
But whatever. It is what it is. Statlander apologized to Willow, but Willow wants nothing to do with it.
Oh, yeah, so Stat said, just so you know, I never broke the bracelet.
Yeah, and Willow's like, I want to focus on myself. Which I hope means Willow's on TV more. We haven't seen Willow wrestle in how fucking long?
I hope.
And I don't know what you do. I have no idea where this goes because the women's division is locked down. In
Women's tag team titles.
Please don't. But the main event, FTR versus the Death Riders, that being Jon Moxley and Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, Mox being a maniac, just taking tack bumps.
Pliers to the nose.
Oh, that was gross.
Was a bald FTR?
Yep.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah, that was good. For sure. And Cope and King Switch stopped the Pillmanizing. Switch is sort of more solidly aligning with them, which we get more on Dynamite.
Yeah.
I like the double power driver through the announce table. All that. I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
I did too. Good collision main event.
Yeah, I'm not super still like rah about this program.
Me neither.
I think they do good things. I think they do bad things. I want them to start doing more good things. Do better, please.
Sure.
But at least, a few weeks back or whatever, we were like, why aren't the Death Riders ever on Collision? And now the Death Riders are on Collision every week. So they're at least taking some sort of thought into making this important. They just, just fully form it before you put it on TV every week. But whatever.
I agree.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Number
one thing about Dynamite.
Yes.
Fantastic crowd.
The crowd was great.
Yep.
In Atlanta. They're in a wrestling town.
Love the crowd all night. They were super into everything. Great fucking crowd. I loved the big brawl at the beginning with Switchblade and the Death Riders.
Dude, I liked it too.
Dude, I loved when he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's go. I thought that was such a cool setup.
I like the Marina carries Renee to safety.
Yeah, because what was Moxie's credo to Marina? You protect everything I care about.
Right, exactly.
So that's what got to take Renee.
And I hear the criticism of they did this whatever with the Callis family and all that. I get it.
I loved this. I
thought this was really good. I like the aligning Switch in a more solid way.
Yeah.
I think Switch here and later outshining the other three.
Well, and that's what I have in my notes here. I love that it was him and Moxley paired off against each other. Mm-hmm. And I liked the pivot of afterwards where Cope challenges Mox to title match of Revolution. Mox says, "You ain't earned shit." No. And then Switch gets on the mic, and he cuts one of the best fucking promos,
Yeah,
like
it
the
was
most
incredible.
fired up promos I've ever seen him cut. And it was awesome. And I put down, I have officially transitioned because Darby Allin doesn't want to be on TV.
Right.
Switch should be the one to beat Moxley.
Well, King Switch saving this program by himself.
He really did.
Mox's, again, you deserve nothing, you get nothing is a great line.
Yeah, that was a
But
great line.
Switch kills it. And like this happened, and I'm like, this makes Switch is making me interesting. I think this whole time, you and I, other people have been like, this isn't clicking, this isn't working here. Yeah. I don't know how much this works. The Death Riders should be doing this, and they should be. There's a bunch of things they need to correct. They need to focus. They need to get their stuff out there and communicated better to the crowd. But we've been yelling at the Death Riders, waiting for this program to get better, when maybe it takes a better babyface to make it better.
Yeah, it really seems like Switchblade stepped up last night.
If all Mox has to play against is Edge recycling bits from Twitter from the fans and FTR saying, "I love the Rock and Roll Express," and you heard him, maybe a babyface needs to come in and make this better.
I mean, and I don't want to play fantasy booker, but there's an easy way to transition this. Because you're going to have Moxley and Claudio versus Switch and Edge at Dynamite Grand Slam, Australia, whatever.
Okay.
Switch gets the pin on Moxley. Switch just keeps yelling at Moxley, "I pinned you. Where's my title match? Blah, blah, blah." And Mox goes, "You know what? Nah, we'll give it to Cope."
Yeah.
And Cope says, "You know what? Easy way to transition out of this. I've been wanting somebody like you to step up. Like, you stepped up. You pinned him. Switch, you get the match at Revolution against Mox for the world title."
Yeah.
There you go.
Never going to happen.
But it's easy to fucking transition out of it. It's so simple. Like, you can do this.
I agree.
Just, Edge, again, this is what I wanted. I wanted somebody in this company, younger, to step up, and you have clearly stepped up. Yep. You got the pin. You earned the match. World title match. Go fucking beat him. Switchblade Moxley at Revolution, and I'd have Switchblade win the fucking belt.
I would, yeah.
I'd have him win it.
Yeah.
I think the crowd is fully in on him now.
Yeah.
Edge gave him, I'm not going to say Edge gave him a rub. Doesn't hurt being fighting alongside of him, though. It makes it seem like more of an equal.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's if that is what you want to transition, because you don't want Cope versus Mox for a world title,
right?
You could do this.
The problem is Tony Khan wants Cope versus Mox for the world title.
He absolutely does.
But for real, just the energy that Switch brings just in this promo to this program completely changes it for me.
Yeah.
And so much so now that next week when it's not Switch at the forefront, we're like, all right, we'll move on. Let's go. Man,
God, if he pins Mox in Australia, that'd be fucking huge. Will Ospreay, versus.
I love this episode of Dynamite.
I did too.
I don't think there's anything I'm going to skip talking about. So
I have a lot of notes, but if I miss something,
you're good. But Ospreay Davis,
Will Ospreay versus the Callis family's new member Mark Davis. I thought they did a good job. So when he comes out, we talked about it last week. I would fucking hate if it was Mark Davis.
Right.
And he came out and I went, God damn it, they did it. And then on commentary, Callis explained it with buying of the contract. I went, okay, I can play along.
It's not my favorite idea, but you gave me something.
At least you gave me something, not just Mark Davis is pissed.
Right. And the thing is that I like Mark Davis. I want to see him involved in things.
Yeah.
It's weird. I get it. And it's things like this where I'm worried that we're not as fair and balanced as we are with WWE as we are with this kind of stuff. But I was also looking down the barrel of everyone saying it's going to be Trent Beretta.
Wow.
And I was like, please no.
Good play on words there.
Thank you. But I was like, please no. And like, I don't know who else it could have been.
Yeah.
If it gets me Aussie Open wrestling his heels, I'm in.
Yeah.
And again, I don't need wrestling to be perfect, particularly AEW right now. I just need them to give me the effort that they have written something down with a purpose when they do things, and Callis comes out and covers for it. And it is, in fact, enough to make me go, okay. Yeah. It's not my favorite thing, but I get it. It makes sense, and it certainly is not the dumbest thing in wrestling that's ever been done. I get it. He has a contract. Callis owns it. Do you want to be on TV, or do you want to be at home?
Yep.
I get it. It works.
And the match was good.
Yeah. The match was good. Yeah, Davis is a good fucking wrestler.
I miss him doing that, like, rip you up by the ankles off the ground pile driver, though. He needs to start doing that again.
Yeah.
I know he does that weird, like, I don't even know how to describe it, the pile driver that he hits in this match. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But I miss
the pull up by the ankles.
Oh, that
awesome.
was the best.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Kenny comes out.
Michelle said when she was watching this that Ospreay, his entrance gear, looks like a bird of war. And he kind of does.
That's good.
Because I said there's no problem with that.
Yeah,
It was all the feathers.
Stomp, clap.
Yeah. And you know.
Yeah.
The wings of an eagle.
With the bodies of men.
The bodies of men.
Kenny comes out afterwards.
Yeah.
He was very like fun Kenny last night.
Yeah. You call it fun. I call it like dweeb Kenny.
It
like,
was fun.
He is a weird guy.
He's a fucking video game nerd.
Right.
Man.
Exactly.
Like he's fun.
Yes.
He's fun.
Yeah.
I liked when he set his pyro off at the end. He goes on the mic afterwards. He goes, "Well, that was a lot." That was just, I don't know. It was funny to me. There was a lot of like weird, funny moments last night.
Good.
Hurt Syndicate comes out to the ring. Talks about MVP tries to give props to Private Party. The crowd doesn't.
No, they don't care.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But you get the return of the Guns,
dude. Listen. I don't know if I like the Guns this much, or if I've just been Stockholm Syndrome enough by AEW that like when the lights went out, I was like, "Who the fuck is this gonna be?" And then it was the Guns, and I yelled. I was like, "Holy shit, the Guns are back! This is awesome!" So like, I was pumped. Like we've been waiting for them before they got hurt. One of them got hurt. Whatever. Like they had really improved. They had fallen into their roles.
Sure.
They both got jacked on their time off, just the way you do it.
Little chicken and rice.
Right. We had a whole conversation on the comic shop this week about how drugs should help everyone. Like it's an even playing field if everybody's on them. Everybody does steroids. It's an even playing field. Also, wrestling's not a real sport. Who cares if everybody's on steroids or not?
It's the only real sport.
And I also
Sport
said
of Kings.
I also said there that Lawrence Taylor, widely regarded as the greatest defensive football player of all time.
Yep.
And it's been over 30 years since he's played a snap, and no one has been able to take the title of best defensive player of all time away from him. And the reason why is because players don't do cocaine anymore.
Well,
cocaine makes good athletes.
You're not wrong about that. It also killed Len Bias.
Well, but anyway, pumped for the Guns for real.
Yeah, I love that they're all jacked now. The one Gun looked like unhealthy with his spray tan. I actually felt worried for him.
Right.
It's like, why do you look a shade of gray?
Right. Go listen to your father. Your father knows what he's doing.
Yeah, like get better. There,
I think it's I think it's not just their fault. I think probably under the lighting of backstage in arenas or at the tanning places they're going to or whatever look fine.
Like, are we under get some LED lights backstage, please?
Just get some stage lighting and test it there first.
Yeah, because it looks real bad.
Yes, and I like that MVP is like, I respect you, Daddy.
And the only reason why these two aren't choking you out right now is because we respect your father.
Right. Which props, I too respect Billy Gunn, and both of those men have wrestled Tanahashi. With the IWGP Intercontinental title on the line, one way or the other. So
one of those men told Tanahashi to quote, "Suck my dick," end quote.
But then he called them ass boys, and I was like, "Oh, well, all right, that's funny. Hopefully Danhausen gets a paycheck for that." And I was like, you know what? if you're not, for whatever reason, 2 weeks now, no Bowens after the breakup. It's super weird. I don't know why. But if you're not going to put Billy with Bowens, and I don't know you are or not, put him back with the Ass Boys. Why not?
Yeah, I agree. Harley has her puppet again backstage.
With little Mercedes, amazing.
Yeah, Mercedes gets a little more annoyed this time. Rips the puppet off of her head, and Harley's middle finger just... I love that.
And Harley's a good ventriloquist, too, which is unsettling in a way, again.
Dude,
but
it was so funny when Mercedes goes back into the locker room, and she's still flipping her off, and Renee has to grab her hand. It's like, stop it. Knock it off. Like,
very funny.
Again, like, just a little, I don't know. They were hitting on the
fun little bit. Absolutely.
And then we come back from break, and she's interviewing Hangman Page.
Hanger, yeah.
She's like, "Did you have any remorse, with Christopher Daniels?" He just goes, "No," and like the crowd chuckled at that.
Yeah.
And then it pans over to Caster. And he's like, "Can we wrap this up?"
Right.
And Hanger says, "No, come here." And he goes, "Yeah, you should beat up Billy, put him in the hospital." And Bowens put him in the hospital. He goes, "Well, neither of them are here. You're here.
Yeah.
Why don't I beat you up?"
Yeah.
And Caster, no, that's not what it meant.
Right.
And he goes, "No, I'm going to follow you now." It's like, I don't know why it was like,
I like it.
Weird, serious, but comedic at the same time.
And I like this character right now. Like, I didn't know what they were going to do. I was fully in the give Bowens a singles run guy, and I still feel that way.
Yeah.
But, like, and I was annoyed with Caster, but this works.
If Caster's just like the delusional best wrestler alive, but I'm going to get the shit beat out of me by everybody.
Right.
I could
It
roll
works.
with that.
I imagine. See, I thought he would do this open challenge, and maybe he will if he loses enough. But he just does open challenge, and it's always job guys until Bowens comes out, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, like right before the pay-per-view. Do it that way or something. But Hanger's good at this. Caster's got a new character, so
Yeah. Callis family.
yeah,
Taking on the Hounds of Hell.
the Hounds of Hell.
I thought everyone in this match looked awesome.
Great, absolutely
Like,
fantastic.
I mean, you have Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, Brody
Yeah.
King, and Buddy Matthews. That's four of the
Right.
best you have.
And absolutely. It is building Buddy and Okada's feud because Buddy on Collision called Okada a bitch, and Okada's like, "I'm a bitch."
Yeah, we're just calling each other a bitch. This is what we do.
The only thing, and not this is. I thought this match was great. I love these guys. This is classic AEW booking. Like these guys, Buddy and Brody are two of the most over guys you have. They're a brand new tag team, and you're putting them in a situation where they can't win.
They have to lose.
They have to lose here.
Yeah.
And like, while I thought the match was great, and at times I was like, "Oh, maybe they won't. Maybe Brody will just fucking take over."
You think there should have been like a fuck finish?
Yes.
Yeah.
It should have, like, Okada should have come out, or Ospreay and Omega should have caused the count out. Okada should have caused a disqualification. Something.
Yeah.
They do the Okada bit, which is unclear if it was Okada that did it or if it was Callis that did it. Unclear, not great that way.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, then that's what distracts Buddy and causes Brody to lose. Instead, you get 5 more minutes, which is fine. They were great.
Oh, they were awesome.
And then it takes 2 fucking guys full blast to take Brody out, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But they still took him out, and they still lose their second match as a newly formed tag team.
Yeah, I did like a commentary where they said they practically had to drop a house on Brody to put him down.
And that's great.
I love Brody on the outside where he does the splash on both of them. Then he stacks them on the chair and does it again. That was fucking awesome. But yeah, I agree. It was very weird to have them lose already.
Very good match. And, Brody looks tougher here.
Yeah.
But, like, AEW does this all the time. Like, they're afraid to pull the trigger on distractions. Like, if Buddy got distracted by the Okada music and couldn't save Brody, then that's all you need. It's that simple of a fucking fix.
Yeah.
You can push it further and have Buddy leave, but then you're like, oh, well, then you have to have tension between the two, and you don't necessarily. But, like, or if it is a Callis trick, then it works, and you find out it's a Callis trick, whatever.
Yeah.
They just didn't bother to do any of that. Just randomly Okada's music played, and it didn't really affect the match in any way. Buddy doesn't have Buddy doesn't have any stake to go to Okada and be like, "You fucked with me last match, and it cost me to lose." No, it didn't.
Yeah, because it went on for 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
But Buddy and Okada should fucking rock.
Right, it's gonna be really good.
I liked the Samoa Joe and Hook beatdown.
Joe being Hook's mentor,
It just works.
and he's like, "No, I told you. Remember?
Yeah.
It's just great."
I loved when they're beating the shit out of Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne, and the camera pans over to Christian peeking in the room. That
Hilarious.
was awesome.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, again, finally, like, Joe and Hook leave, and then Christian goes running into the room, and the crowd audibly laugh because he goes, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah.
You know, like,
Right.
It's just like little funny shit. I don't know. It had me laughing last night.
Yes.
I was happy about that. MJF. Mm-hmm. So
My immediate jump was like, all right, time to slow this show down. I enjoyed every single piece of the show, and
Yeah.
MJF's music hit, and I was like, all right, here's the break.
So MJF comes out, talks about the E in AEW standing for elderly. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I was kind of like not listening to what he was saying at that point.
Yeah, he stinks on a live mic.
And then Dustin Rhodes came out, and Dustin was.
Oh, well, before that, Hanger runs in.
That's
Caster
right,
goes
yeah.
in the ring, and Hanger's following him, and he's just like, what the hell just happened?
Then Hanger and MJF have that stare down in the ring, which they are going to clash at some
Right.
point, I'd imagine.
But again, that's an economy of time. You can get both of these things over at the same time on television. It's smart.
Yeah. Then, Dustin comes out and cuts a fucking hell of a promo.
Amazing promo.
It was so good. The verbiage was great. I
Mm-hmm.
loved when he said, "I've been to hell. I saw the devil. I kicked his teeth down his throat. You ain't the devil."
Right. And I even
Awesome.
and I knew he was going there, but I even like when MJF was like, you spent 30, because Dustin was like, I spent 37 years getting somebody to try to respect me in this business and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he was like, you spent 37 years trying to get out of your daddy's shadow only to get trapped under your little brothers.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh boy.
And that's when Dustin slugged him.
Dude, I was like, oh, those working punches. I love them so much.
Yeah. And,
Just wonderfully
and that was,
done. Great.
yeah, I did. I loved it.
I loved
this
it.
was
I
awesome.
thought it was awesome.
Dustin's a fucking man.
Yeah.
He cut a great promo.
It's the best promo he's cut in AEW. He has life, and like we're 6 weeks or more away from this pay-per-view still.
Yeah.
This ain't Dustin MJF ain't a pay-per-view match.
No,
but it's going to get us there for a couple weeks.
There is a reason that you could have TV feuds, and this is one of them.
Right.
I loved when he said, "I'm better than you, and your punk ass bitch knows it." Thought it was great, and I even love Dustin kind of like saying the criticisms that some of the fans were about the Jarrett MJF promo a couple weeks ago, with like, you're going after people like for their addiction problems, you're going after people's wives and girlfriends, like you don't need to do that. But then you mentioned Owen Hart, and that was my friend,
Yeah.
And I thought like, hey, that's like some good damage control there,
Right.
And I thought the pull apart was really good.
Yeah.
I like Max running back on the ring, just a low blow. Like that was
Yeah.
good.
And like Dustin, again, you listen to the show once, you understand. Like I hold Dustin Rhodes in the highest regard of professional wrestling.
Yeah, how's that match against Claudio?
Everybody has a stinker. It's the Drizzles. It sucked real bad.
It's
one of the most disappointing moments of my life. It's like Tatanka turning and then that fucking match. But that's not entirely true. But it ain't that false
It's not
either.
far off.
Like the way he sets it up, like because he gets in and he breaks away, but he goes up for the big punch and leaves himself wide open.
Yep.
He's not standing around. He's not anticipating, like none of that. Like he just commits to the wrestling because he has that much confidence and faith in himself.
Yeah.
I love Dustin. I think MJF will get better from working with Dustin.
I agree.
Joe, I know you listen every week. Just earmuffs for a second, buddy. This was better than anything Jarrett's done with MJF so far.
Oh, like not even close.
Right, blew him out of the water.
Yeah.
Like so bad that I'm like, maybe we don't even need Jeff Jarrett in this program.
Maybe we just transition to Dustin.
Maybe we just do Dustin. Maybe
Like you can have next week Dustin get jumped by MJF, bloodied up real bad.
Yeah.
Jarrett comes out to like try to save Dustin. And then in a couple weeks, Dustin just goes, you know what?
Yeah.
I ain't cleared, but I will be cleared. Revolution,
Yeah.
you and me.
Right.
You know?
Because and Jarrett's been doing a very good job in AEW, but Jarrett fell into the MJF trap when he was in. He had that last week or the week before.
was 2 weeks
very
ago.
similar
It
setup,
fucking
very similar everything, and Jarrett fell into the trap and entered. Whether he got hot for real or not, he started with the here's your girlfriend's a
the
whore, your
worst.
mom's a whore, blah blah blah, and Dustin was straight up like, you don't talk to people that way.
Yeah.
I fought my whole life to get here, and you think you're fucking special. Like, it's just so much better.
Yep. way better.
He didn't get caught in a trap.
So that was the thing I wanted to bring up.
Yes.
So Jimmy Korderas, former WWF referee.
Right, now paid, I'm sure, paid shill on the internet. If he's
fucking-
not a paid shill,
fucking grifter.
oh my God, what a bootlicker that piece of shit is.
And-
You're not getting your job back, Jimmy.
And he said about the MJF promo, he goes, do you really think it was smart to bring up the other company's top guy,
Yes.
Cody Rhodes? And never said the name, it was just alluded to. And MJF responded saying, like, our fans aren't fucking stupid. We're not going to treat pro wrestling fans like they are dumb. Just because the guy you used to work for used to feel that way, we're not going to do that. Like, obviously that's his brother. Obviously that's my mentor in wrestling. We all know this. And he said, he's like respectfully, he goes, you like, shut the fuck up, you bald grifting bitch.
Good.
And then like Korderas responded, MJF responded again.
Sure.
But like, yeah, I'm totally on MJF's side on that. Like,
absolutely,
100%. Like, you know, we're like, people aren't fucking dumb.
Right.
If
And-
you've watched AEW, like, you know, Cody was there.
Right.
You know, he was a big part of getting that company even started.
Well, in his
Like,
presentation,
we're not dumb.
Until he busted out the short jacket at the Rumble for whatever reason, his presentation was exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, it's you know, like, Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes right now because of Cody Rhodes in AEW.
Absolutely.
And I don't love Cody. I think most of his stuff in AEW was okay at best. Well, no, that's not true. The match against Dustin was fucking amazing. And his match against Sam in the Way Out was also fucking great.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's Cody Rhodes. He's still the guy you see there now. He's the guy that everybody's kind of tired of already.
Yeah.
But like AEW did that. I mean, he did that because he was doing that when he left. But like AEW did that. So yeah, bring it up. Like, we know who these people are.
Yeah.
Like, you know, by that case, you just want Dustin to act like he's not a legend in this business, like he's not connected to those guys in any way.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is a company that has Jake Roberts on their roster. You know, they had
Got Billy Gunn.
right. They had Arn and Tully for a little while. They have Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
They've had these
Stinger.
people, right? And it's like, well, just don't mention. It's like, oh, come on, it's wrestling. You know, I understand WWE wants you locked down and pretending like they're the only game in town ever, but they're not.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Korderas he just likes the interaction. So like, while good on MJF, and I agree with him, he kind of gave Jimmy what he wanted.
Well, so Jimmy said,
except for his job, because he wants his job back desperately.
yeah, he said, great job, MJF, for reminding your audience about the man who was on top of the other company. MJF said, his brother, my mentor, a guy who helped shape me early on in my career. Your old boss brainwashed you into believing we need to treat the fans like morons and pretend other wrestling companies don't exist. You dumb, ignorant, bald, grifting fuck. Respectfully.
Nice.
Like,
Good.
yeah.
And it's the truth. That's how these people should be fucking treated.
Yeah.
Because it's never in good faith.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get the attention of Triple H so somebody can call him up and say, hey, Jimmy, we need a referee this weekend. You want to come in and see? Maybe we can figure something out?
Yeah.
Like, stop calling little Nate on the phone. He can't help you either.
Yep.
Just, you know, maybe I don't know, lock your phone down for a couple hours a day or something. Get one of those kitty locks on it where you can only have an hour or two of screen time a night.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. That's the truth. But I love that he kind of was just like,
Yeah.
hey, dipshit, fuck
Right.
you. Like,
Right.
We're not going to treat our fans like idiots. So,
Right.
Toni Storm.
Brother, I could do 2 hours on this alone. And I mean that in every way possible.
So, Toni Storm playing the role of Mariah May.
I didn't know that there were parts of me that needed to be unlocked or that even could be unlocked.
Yeah.
But they were unlocked.
Yeah, against Queen Aminata.
Mariah comes out looking fantastic. The short, leather short shorts.
Great.
She always looks great.
Yeah.
Aminata comes out
Looking fantastic.
fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Aminata.
Sure, me too.
That's a future star right there. She lays her shit in. She does what she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to like complain. Like, she's there. She knows what she's doing.
Yep.
She's when they announced this match, I'm like, perfect match for Toni.
Yeah.
Because Aminata's gonna make her look good. Aminata's talented as fuck. Just young. She's gonna get there.
Yeah.
And now playing the part of the glamour, Toni Storm. She walked out,
Brother.
and my life changed. I mean that honestly. And listen, I've always, much like Chris Brooks, Day one.
Day one-ish.
Day one. Whole time.
Down since day one.
Right from the start.
Day one is H.
You know, I was the one calling people fucking crazy 2 weeks ago or last week when she stripped down in the ring when Toni Storm reemerged on Collision. And everybody's like, ooh, look at this picture. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
She's even like, she's like, tape in cheap ass extensions,
which made it even
all
better.
Works on the character.
Yep.
That gear and Mariah on commentary selling it hard,
like not even saying anything.
Right. Well,
for
Mariah
a while
on commentary
she was pissed
when she sits down at commentary and she's like, "Is it weird that I just raised the testosterone level over here?" And Taz was like, "Well, you know, women do have."
Yeah,
it's really funny.
I love Taz.
But like just her misery and Toni coming out and just listen. I don't want to be greasy that much.
Yeah.
But like Toni looked phenomenal.
A plus.
And she always does.
Yeah.
But like the
like,
gear,
wow.
It was like like everybody in that arena, like they held their breath. Yeah. That's how amazing she fucking looked. And like
when Taz used to come out and they said the mood's about to change.
Right. Like I legitimately was like, holy shit, right?
Yeah.
So
I can't tell you a thing about the match.
And the match is good.
I just my eyes were
right.
The only thing other than the match that I thought was fucking hilarious on commentary was Shivani and Mariah May. Mariah May, the camera pans to her. And she goes, "Yeah, Tony's missing 2 pretty big assets, don't you think, Shivani?"
Yeah.
And he's just quiet. And he goes, "Well, can't say you're wrong."
Yeah. Well, and Mariah also says, I wonder how much money she spent taking the pants out, like the bottoms out, so they fit her.
Yeah.
Like just those. Like I was like, we've said on the show before. We've said it probably like Mina Shirakawa might be the most attractive professional wrestler I've ever seen in my life. I don't know anymore. I don't know. And like I'm not even like like into like that. Like obviously Mariah is gorgeous and Tony's always been gorgeous, but like I'm not into like that super mate. Like I like gothier, darker girls. Like, you know,
something about
like
that
all that. But
just
like
worked.
It's like I don't know what's happening here, but I love it unconditionally. It is amazing.
Yeah.
So and the match is fine. It's to get Toni over. Toni does all Mariah's stuff.
Yeah.
She's putting the finger in her mouth, doing the poses and all that shit, right? And Mariah's just getting madder and madder. So today, on our lunch break, Michelle had a quick lunch. It's like 15 minutes. We sat down to eat, and I was like, I got to show you something. Right. Because my wife and I have a relationship where we always admire hot women together, and from a distance. But I put it on right from the start, and I was like, well, there's Mariah, so you know.
Yep.
And this is Aminata. And explain Aminata. And then I was like, and just listen to the rest. And Jessica Roberts come on, does the thing, and the music hits, and she comes out. And Michelle starts chuckling. She loved it.
Yeah.
She even watched the match, and like she loved the posing. She loved her because like when she put her finger in the mouth, like she hooked her cheek and like went all the way down.
Yeah, it was
like
funny.
really playing it up. And like Michelle loved it. Michelle was like, "This is hilarious. This is great." And I was like, that woman hates professional wrestling."
Yeah.
Kinda, sorta.
Yeah.
But like that got her.
Yep.
That means you can get anybody.
Sure.
Like for real, if that popped her and she liked it, get anybody.
Yeah.
And that's universal. Everybody's talking about how fucking great it was. It's the best thing AEW has going.
Yep. It was wonderful.
I don't know what they have prepared for the next week till the Australia stuff. But I have so much faith they're gonna do crazy shit like this over and over again. But she absolutely fucking crushed it. Mariah sold it like crazy. Like just
I thought it was awesome.
Complete bit on wrestling television that worked all the way around. That fucking worked.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not a nitpick. Though Aminata comes up from the move on the outside and she's get the hairs hanging off of her fucking arm.
It was just hilarious.
Like the extensions didn't even match, what makes it funnier. All of that is part of the bit. I loved it so fucking much.
Yeah, I did too.
My only complaint is I wish I was in the arena for it. Although probably a restraining order involved. So
yikes. I also loved not the beginning of this segment, but Hobbs coming out to confront Jericho's crew.
Yes.
And the Outrunners run off Jericho and Brian Keith. And then it's just Hobbs and Bill again, big boying each other. Right. The security guards come out. security guards get fucking murdered by both of them.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Absolutely, dude.
Keep this going.
Yep.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I love that they're giving Bill something to really sink his teeth into with like a legit feud with Hobbs.
It's almost like they
Keep
listen
it
to the
going.
show. Right.
Keep it fucking going.
100%, man. You know, when this, we were like quarter of, we knew the main event's coming, and it's like quarter of, they come back from commercial, and it's New York Minute, and I was like, oh, just when I thought there was going to be nothing on the show that I hated.
Yeah.
We had the Dustin promo right before this, which is just a rehash. It's just anchoring
It's just
the fact that the
confirming
match is
the match
happening,
is gonna
even though he said
happen, yeah.
the wrong day.
Well, because they're taping on Tuesday next week.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because they're after flying Australia.
Oh, okay. Right, that makes sense.
Yep.
So, but it was fine. It was just wrestling does that. It's a rehash. It happens all the time. He just solidifies the main. Instead of just we just got word. Dustin told you. That's all. But when Jericho came out, I was like, 15 minutes left in the show. The main event is Swerve Ricochet, and we're doing a fucking New York Minute. And I was like, oh man. But then I was like, nope, this is good. I'm wrong. This fucking rocked.
Yeah.
This is the Bill and Hobbs part, and it was great. Like everything he said.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I can't even count this on something on the show that I didn't fucking like.
Nope.
Officially, nothing on this show that I didn't enjoy.
I agree. I'm the same as you, man.
It's insane. I don't think I've ever said that.
Yeah, because then we get to the main event, Ricochet versus Swerve.
Yeah.
I love that Ricochet jumped him from behind.
I thought this match was over in 30 seconds.
To get the fucking up on him. Like, this is Ricochet's character now. I'm like so fucking happy that like Ricochet has turned a corner. And it's just like his character work is fucking incredible.
Yep.
I love it.
We bring it up every week too, because it's a constant topic of people going back and forth. We read the list of potential NXT hires, all that shit, and we go back and forth. Ricochet is the prime example of why you should leave a company if you're stale, or if you just want to,
just try something different.
This character would not happen in WWE.
Never. They would never let it happen.
They would never let him do it.
No.
Specifically. And he is fucking crushing it.
Yeah, he's killing it, man.
Swerve always crushes it. Swerve is the guy now, and I've said this about Mox in the past, but Swerve is the guy now where if you told me tomorrow Swerve's winning the world title, I'm like, yeah, okay, of course he is.
Yeah.
Right? So you have a guy of that caliber who is, if not one, he's 1A or B of guys in this fucking company. And Ricochet's matching that energy now. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't want to say that like Swerve's elevating Ricochet because Ricochet's doing an amazing
so
job.
much of the work himself, right?
But like it's almost like he's legitimizing Ricochet to the AEW crowd,
right?
I mean, Ricochet fucking wins.
Yeah,
dude.
I thought it was over in the start because he hits the move right in the beginning, and I was like, "What's over?"
Dude, can we talk about that fucking barricade powerbomb?
The crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Real.
Yeah.
I thought he killed Ricochet when he hit that. But yeah, Ricochet hits like that fucking whatever sliding clothesline thing.
Yeah.
Looked like he murdered.
Spirit gun.
Yeah, murdered Swerve with it.
Yeah.
This was fucking,
Dude, it's fucking
awesome.
Great. It's so good. I wasn't necessarily a Ricochet fan. Obviously, he's a talented dude.
Yeah.
But like, if you go back, I'm sure when he got there, I was like, I don't care. Well, we've seen everything Ricochet could do.
Yeah.
I've said it. I know I've said it. He's talented. We're going to see all the flips, but we've seen everything Ricochet can do.
The character work,
he's
man.
killing it.
It's so good.
He's absolutely killing it.
Yep.
Carrying the scissors in his pocket.
I love that.
Like, for the promos, all that shit. Yeah, man, like, just this match rules. Like, it goes, like, to 10 after. Like,
yeah, it was great.
But, like, this match it just was so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, if they can focus in on the things that they have that are rocking and rolling and good, they have a really, really good fucking wrestling program here right now.
Yep, I agree.
And again, we're AEW homers, sure. Are we AEW apologists?
It's
probably
but it's
sometimes.
a style of wrestling that I prefer.
Right, and it being in Atlanta, we've said this on here before too, but being in Atlanta, they're gonna appreciate Southern style wrestling, and that is what you get. It's evolved.
Sure.
It's evolved in similar ways that King's Road or Strong Style has evolved. It's not what it was in the 90s. It's different. It's it's sort of they're kind of cousins now, but they've replaced the thing that it developed out of.
Yeah.
But like this is AEW presents a Southern style wrestling, and they did it to a Southern wrestling crowd, and they fucking ate it up, and I ate it up here. Like I loved this show.
Yeah, the show was phenomenal.
Loved it top to bottom.
Yep.
I can nitpick because you can nitpick anything.
Of course.
But goddamn, the whole time I was like, this is so good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
From the second one to the finish, I was like, yeah this rocked. This was so
This was
good.
the best Dynamite in a long time.
Absolutely.
Like top to bottom, I thought everything clicked. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It might be the most complete Dynamite I've ever seen. Not the best, because I think Dynamite has had higher highs.
They have, yeah.
But this is complete, like, for real. I'm like, nope, this was cool, this was cool, this was cool, here's this is cool, this is cool. Like, they even made MJF work for me in this segment. Like, incredible praise for this show for me. Tony Khan, if you're listening and you're not, but like, whatever, keep doing this. If you're the one doing this, if this means you're in the weeds, teach somebody how to do this shit.
Yeah.
Because, man, and I don't know, like, if everybody was just waiting to go on the Jericho cruise, so they were all in good fucking moods.
They were. Dude, those videos of Ospreay on the cruise,
Yeah.
looks like he is like having the most fun a person
Right.
could have ever had ever.
If
like,
that's the case,
he
just
was
do a Jericho
having
cruise
so
every
much
week.
fun.
Yeah, like that should look so fun that I was like, oh, should I go on the Jericho cruise? Like, no, ain't doing that. But
go?
maybe. I would.
I don't know if
I don't know. Once I saw the price tag, I don't think I would anymore.
there is that.
But
yeah.
I'd consider it. I like wrestling that much.
Yeah, we could watch Jericho dance shittily on stage. Even though Harley Cameron was on there. It sounded
Harley was
good.
there, yeah.
It sounded real good. So
The biggest problem with the Jericho cruise is that I'd be trapped in a boat with how many people they fit on a cruise boat?
yeah, I hear you.
I just,
Yeah.
there's no, I don't think the lifestyle's happening on the Jericho cruise for, at least not the lifestyle that I'd want to participate in.
Brother, if I wanted the lifestyle to happen on the cruise, I could probably pretty easily make that happen.
No, I know you can make it happen,
Yeah.
but you ain't gonna want to make that happen necessarily.
No.
Yeah.
No, like a Jericho cruise
Although-
8 is probably like a Royal Caribbean 3.
Although, hold on. We could, because I'm a married man, I can't do any of this shit anyway. I can only speculate.
International waters.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that to my loving wife.
She'll come with you.
But I would be your wingman and turn you from the lifestyle into
the death style?
into just the most infamous male rat we've ever seen.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, we could probably make it happen.
Oh, I'm not doubting it. I just, I don't think I need that to happen in my life at
Well,
this
we'll
point.
see. We'll circle back.
I'm 35 DJ. I'm slowing down. That's not true.
No, it's not. Speeding up.
Yeah, it's true. Well, let's speed on over to Japan. How about we do that now?
Hey, look at us. We made it. We're here. It's Japan.
Hey, we're in Japan.
We didn't go by boat.
No. What did we go by?
Learjet.
I wish.
Teleportation.
Oh,
Transubstantiation.
telekinesis. Kyle.
Osmosis. Ooh.
All
The
right.
power to move you.
Yeah, well, they ain't moving shit for a long time,
Okay.
unfortunately, because, Jack Black sold out Kyle Gas.
Oh, no. They have a song coming out together on a Wildfire benefit record.
Is it just like Jack Black tonguing his balls?
No. I
It
think
should
they're back.
be.
Yeah, I know. I
Fucking
get it.
should be.
I mean, I wouldn't. That's not something I would have done to a friend, but I understand. He had a movie coming out. You got to play the game when you're in the.
It's all about the game.
It's all about the game and how you play it.
Yeah. All right,
But-
so let's talk Stardom.
Oh, okay.
We're going to Stardom 14th Anniversary Supreme Fight 2025 in Korakuen.
Yes.
From what I read, this is the highest attended Stardom show in Korakuen history.
Nice.
And we'll talk at the end of the show about the standing of Stardom. Artist of Stardom titles. I know you
Something
watched two
happened?
matches. We'll talk.
Oh.
The Artist of Stardom titles,
Yes.
yes, their trios titles.
Oh, watch this.
You had the challengers of Azumi, Starlight Kid, and Miyu Amasaki
Yes.
against the champions of Natsupoi, Saori Anao, and Tam Nakano.
Yes.
New champs. So this I thought was fucking incredible. I loved it. It felt like I was watching like a fucking like a Dragon Gate like 6-man.
My immediate thought was it felt like being at King of Trios.
Yeah, dude. Because the thing was like it was so they're moving like lightning speed.
Tons of pin breakups.
But it was still like intense.
Yeah.
For like the intensity didn't let down. The crowd, number one, was red hot.
Yeah, just constant action.
Yeah, everyone was over, I thought.
Yep.
Great near falls, I thought. There were so many good falsies in this. Fucking awesome for Izumi to get the pin.
Yeah.
For her team to win those titles. I loved it, dude.
I thought it was
fucking
so much
awesome.
fun. Just a blast to watch.
Yeah.
Really cool moves. Again, there was a 2-on-1 DDT by Izumi and Amasaki that I thought was fucking awesome.
Yep.
A lot of cool stuff like that. Like, just, again, sort of truly and honestly, like, innovating professional wrestling again.
Yeah.
Like, really, really wonderful. Just fun stuff. Chaos, but structured. Non-stop action. Tons of speed. Like, just really wonderful.
Like,
really,
this
really
is
good.
like first hour of Nitro Cruiserweight stuff. Like, King of Trios, that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Fucking Dragon Gate. Like,
Yep.
it just, that's what this felt like. And, it was so goddamn awesome, and I loved this so much.
Yeah.
I could watch matches like this
Yep.
all the time.
Yeah, really great.
And then I assume you watched the main event.
I did.
For the World of Stardom title, the
Yes.
champ, Saya Kamitani, versus the challenger, Suzuki.
Yes.
I thought this was also awesome.
Yep. Great.
I normally, this is something I don't often say about a wrestling match. I wish it was like 5 minutes longer.
Yeah.
I think it would have taken that next step up because
Yeah.
I thought it was great the way it was, but like in 5 more minutes, I thought it really would have put it over the top.
Yeah. This I thought was awesome.
They just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. The ending minutes is just poison ranas and murder.
Yeah.
Really, the way you're supposed to end a match like that.
I think they were just challenging each other to see who was more of a sick fuck. Dude, Saya as a heel is
Complete change of character.
amazing.
Amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
amazing.
Something that I'd never seen before, again, talking about innovation, the apron power bomb facing out.
Yeah.
Suzu's standing, I think it was Suzu that power bomb
Yeah,
Saya.
yeah.
She's facing the crowd, like hard cam.
Yep.
But still, power bombs are onto the corner of the apron.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was weird.
Usually people do move side to side, more surface area, all that.
Sure.
Just crushes her. Really, really fantastic.
That avalanche German suplex that Saya eats was fucking gross.
Yeah, really.
Like, there was a few bumps she took, and again, crowd's red hot, where she takes these bumps and the crowd quiets a little because they're like, she all right?
Yeah.
And she is more than all right. This was fucking awesome.
Yes.
The last 2 matches on the show were great.
Really great.
And it is, I think it's awesome that, like, Stardom is officially, like, in way better standing than Marigold.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know Ed jokes around we're Marigolders, blah, blah, blah. But, like, a lot of people were done with Stardom. A lot of people were worried about Stardom, and people leaving, and, Marigold starting. Oh, they got Rossi. They're going to fucking make Stardom nothing. And Stardom's just flourished, I think.
Yep. I think so, too.
Again, these 2 matches were fucking great. You want, like, main event style, you have it. You want just that fast-paced trios, you had it. Like, I loved it, man.
Right.
I thought it was so much fucking fun.
And they have so many people on top that can be interchanged in these programs.
Yeah.
That six person, like, other than Amasaki, who's young, these are people that could just cycle into that main event and have.
And have.
Tam just lost the title. Natsupoi lost the title before that.
Yeah.
Like, it's, obviously Starlight Kid has changed, becoming a face. Like, really crazy, like, cool stuff. Like, they have a lot going on and a lot of potential and pieces to move around. It's really, they're where you want to be as a wrestling company.
Yeah, I agree, man. I was joyously watching this. I was so happy.
Yeah.
So then we'll go to the other show we watched. Well, 2 nights of a show we watched.
2 nights.
New Japan Road to New Beginning.
Yes.
So I think we both watched the main event from night 6 for the TV title.
I did.
When TV title, no count out specifically.
Yeah. TV title's back, baby.
It's back.
TV title's back.
ELP, the champ, versus the challenger, Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
I thought this was very good. I thought this was better than their Battle in the Valley match. Even though they had like a awesome finish to it. This overall was better. ELP hitting that moonsault off the top rope over the barricade, like onto the 2 young boys, was fucking gnarly.
Right.
Also, Jeff Cobb might be the strongest human being of all time.
The vertical suplex walking up the steps.
Walking him around. Oh my God, that was crazy.
It's very funny to me, and all the props in the world to Brian Cage, man. He's, for me, really has been delivering and upped his game.
Sure.
And is a strong motherfucker, and does the catch suplex where he catches the guy in the vertical, and it's super fucking impressive.
Yeah.
But Cobb is like no steroids, better wrestler version. Like, just he puts an ELP in a vertical suplex and walks up and down the steps at Kurikan.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Looked so fucking cool.
Yeah. Like you said, TV title feels like it's back with
back.
ELP.
It's my favorite belt when Sabre had it.
Yeah. Because it's a 15-minute time limit. This goes, about 12, 13 minutes, I think?
Yeah, almost 13.
Fucking awesome.
And we get some cool Tour of the Island reversals.
Yeah.
ELP's really fucking good, man.
ELP's awesome.
And I hate that he had to go get his haircut because I think everybody chanted Logan Paul at him, so he got a different haircut. Yeah. But he changes Tour of Islands into a crucifix pin.
Yep.
Cobb's kicking out at 1 off of super kicks, which you call sudden death. Don't do super kicks, but he does use it to win. Really good. Solid match. The TV trade title's back.
It's officially back, y'all.
And ELP is here to make sure it stays good.
ELP is super over in Japan as well.
And then was it after this where Cobb was like, maybe I should take and go somewhere else?
Yeah, he goes, maybe I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay. So it's a lot to smile, not
well, and I know a lot of people like end of January is when Japan contracts run out in New Japan because like there's talks that Evil's gone, and David Finley's gone. Who knows? We'll see as it goes.
I hope Evil has a ton of fun in NXT.
Also, this stuff gets reported in Tokyo Sports, which they kind of kayfabe a lot of stuff. So we'll see.
I hope Evil shows up on WWE Raw tonight with like a bouquet of flowers, trying to win Io's heart back.
What a fucking bum!
All-time
bag fumbler. Him and Aaron Solo.
What would you, if Cobb was like it did have the potential? What would you want to see happen with him?
I'd like him to go to AEW.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would like for him to stay in New Japan.
Well, like if I thought you meant like if he was going to leave. No, stay in New Japan.
New Japan.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But if he was going to leave,
go
sure.
to AEW. Right now in AEW, I don't know where he fit in, but
just be a monster fucking heel.
Right.
That's all he has to be.
So
he can be somebody's heavy.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's true. Wouldn't be bad with MJF, but
okay, I kind of like that.
But yeah, stay in New Japan. Cobb's still good.
Yeah.
So
night 7.
Yeah.
Main event for the junior heavyweight title. El Desperado versus Kosai Fujita, the young punk. Jeff Cobb's on commentary during this.
Doing Bobby Heenan the whole night.
I took it where he was doing Ventura.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that made me real happy because he kept calling, I almost said Conrad Thompson because he looks like him. He kept saying to Walker, so he kept calling him Monsoon.
Yeah, that's right. I guess
great.
It was Jesse Morgan.
Yeah. This was fucking awesome, dude.
I love this match.
And I know, like, you're not the biggest junior wrestling fan.
Dude, I'll tell you right now.
You don't like little wrestlers.
Right. Maybe it's an overstatement. I don't think it is. Rated here, I think, tragically low on Cage match. I put this on my match of the year list. It's right now my third match out. There are 3 matches on my match of the year list so far, and this is third. Damn. I adore this match. I was so fucking pumped this whole time. I love Kosai Fujita.
He's awesome.
I found out in this match that they let him skip Excursion.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I don't remember. I mean, I know he never left.
Yeah.
But like they said it on commentary, and I was like,
because Sabre was one was like, "Fuck it, you ain't going anywhere. You're with me." Yeah.
But I was like, no, they really are, and he's that fucking good.
He's awesome, dude.
Maybe
he's 22.
Maybe you stop doing excursions if like everyone else who went on an excursion isn't doing what he's fucking doing.
There was a fun moment on commentary where they talk about his age, and Cobb's like, "Holy shit, really?" And he goes, "You know what I was doing at 22?" And Walker goes, "What?" He goes, "I was in the Olympics." And then Walker goes, "I was commentating for New Japan Pro Wrestling." And it's like, Jesus Christ, you're young.
Yeah.
Dude, the crowd was like,
I love this match.
They were so behind Fujita by the end of it. It was split.
Yeah.
By the end, they wanted Fujita to win. And again, red hot crowd.
There's a wide shot, and you can see Sabre up top watching.
I loved
and like
that.
they didn't point it out. They didn't like there he
let
is.
it go.
You see him up there. He's watching his young boy.
Yep.
Yeah. I love this. Despy fucking rules.
So
Despy's
good, dude.
incredible. Just an incredible fucking professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And like doing the things he does with Fujita here, like there's a dive that Fujita stops with a kick that I thought was death.
Yep.
And then like the finish is great. He hits the pinche loco, gets reversed into a pin.
Yep.
And then bridged up into like I just thought it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Fujita slaps Despy's hand away at the end. Like I loved this match. It legit. It is my third favorite. It's the third best match of the year for me. I love this match.
I like to hear that. That's awesome.
They wrestled a junior style.
It was non-stop though.
They hit hard. They did the chops. They did the strikes really well.
There was a little bit of everything. There was your striking. There
right.
was your grappling, your submissions.
Yep.
Your high flying stuff.
Yeah.
I really
awesome. Really loved it,
dude. Fall season this match too were fucking incredible.
Everything about this match, I was like, this is fucking so good.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like, this is great. This is crazy. You know, Despy's hurt again, and Kosai is so young, and you're just like, all right, well, I'm gonna, Despy. I'll just watch most of the things he does. The man is brilliant, and like they just killed it. Just hit this straight out of the park. I don't foresee it making it through the year on my all the way.
You never know though.
But it's gonna be in the conversation, man. I just really, really like this. And then especially on top of that, you're like, yeah, that kid's 22 years old. Yeah. And he's doing this shit now.
Kid's
and
the future.
Like, I saw somebody online, it was before this match, but somebody was like, they were like, Master Wado, this guy and this guy. What a foundation New Japan has for their junior division. And I'm like,
Nope. It's Kosai.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there. He might be. I mean, young guys, he's definitely the best young talent out of that.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, I mean, Despy is wild, but Despy's an old man, so
yeah.
But yeah, I just adored this match, and go watch it. It's the main event of Night 7 for Road to New Beginnings, and normally they don't have matches like this on these shows.
The Road Tuesday,
yeah,
the Road Tuesday, but then obviously your New Beginning, that's what,
over delivered.
Like next Tuesday.
Tuesday is Goto Sabre.
Well, I wake up early. We'll see.
For them, you only got to do the main event that night, probably.
Well, I don't know the rest of the card. We'll have to look. But speaking of,
now that you mentioned, will Kosai Fujita skanking down to the ring? Will Tarzan Goto be doing his thing?
Goto?
I don't know how my brain works.
Tarzan, not Hiroki.
Yeah.
We're going Tarzan Goto.
Yeah. Will Togi Makabe be on the show?
Probably not.
Will
just answer your question. That's all.
Will Hanma shout? No. Is this
what? Hey Hanma, move your neck left to right.
No. He can't say he can't do that, so he won't. All right, sorry.
I mean, do you want to look up the card? We can.
No, we're good.
Well, no, because now I'm fucking curious, DJ. So thank you. Rant a little bit. Say something. You fuck. All right, never mind. I have the card. So, New Beginning. What's happening?
I thought we were going to this.
No! What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
Listen to me.
You tell me.
All right. So, here's your rundown.
Okay.
Oh, Despy's on a pre-show?
Oh.
Despy.
Against Akira? Is that the pre-show? Because that's who came out to challenge him after the
Well, it's Despy and Katsuya Murashima against Francesco Akira and Jeff Cobb.
Oh, is Murashima the one that knocked that dude's tooth out the other day?
Dude, how sick was
Crazy.
that? Oh, my God. Togi Makabe is on the show.
Is he? Ha-ha! I was right.
Wrestling Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Oh, my God. Who owed who a favor?
Shingo Takagi versus Drilla Maloney. Welcome to the heavyweights, kid.
I mean, Maloney has potential.
Yeah. Shooter versus Great O'Khan.
Oh, boy.
Taichi versus Sonata.
Oh, boy.
Junior tag titles, you got the Ichiban Sweet Boys, Robbie Eagles and Kosai Fujita, against Chaos, Rocky Romero, and Yo.
Boo.
Never open weight title, Konosuke Takeshita versus Bolton Oleg.
Oh, okay, that'll be fun.
IWGP Tag Team titles.
Oh, the Young Bucks?
The Young Bucks
Why didn't they get the junior titles, those little fucks?
versus Naito and Hiromu.
I hope that takes the titles off of the Bucks. No, I don't.
No, keep them.
Nah, keep them there. Keep them there forever. Don't let them leave Japan.
Global Heavyweight title match.
What's that one? That's the one
Yoda
Finley has?
Tsuji
Oh.
versus Gabe Kidd.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, mama.
All right.
IWGP World Heavyweight title. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Haruki Goto.
Okay, so there's a couple good ones on that.
That's
Here
yeah.
and there.
I don't know if I'll wake up early. We'll see.
Nah.
All right, now hit it.
All right.
이제 이번 주에 에드 코드 질문입니다.
Well, since I jumped the gun and played that early this weekend, I'll let you have a two-parter.
Well, that's good because he says 2-part question.
Okay.
Number one.
This week only.
In hindsight, how much damage did that Tetsuya Endo knockout do to Katsuhiko Nakajima's career? It's wild to see. Dude was legit one of the best in the world, and now he's in fucking GLEAT with the fake shoot fight belt. Incredible downfall. Ed, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Nakajima was like
All-timer downfall.
the goddamn man in Noah. One of the reasons why like you and I kind of got back into Noah was Nakajima. It was Nakajima versus Go Shiozaki from that one New Year's show. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this guy. I thought he was incredible. Then he says, I'm leaving Noah, and he goes to All Japan, and he wins the Triple Crown, and he like burns a bridge there, and he's already out of there. And now he's stuck in GLEAT.
Nobody would take him.
Like, what the?
Yeah.
If nobody's taking him, that's a him problem.
Yeah. All-time fall off.
Like when he left Noah, we're going, oh my god, could you imagine him in New Japan? Like he's gonna fit right the fuck in.
And he went to All Japan and then did that like weird like Inoki take where he was wearing.
Yeah, it was cool though.
Like but that it didn't last very long, and
No.
the crowd didn't react to it very well.
Because he fucking bailed on it. And it is an incredible downfall.
Yeah, it really is.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did he go crazy?
It certainly seems that way.
Or was it just like, I thought my stock was higher than it should be and I want more money and nobody's going to pay me?
Right, but... and then maybe pride gets in the way, but like...
Yeah. Because remember, like, he wrestled Charlie Dempsey in All Japan. And then everybody's like, oh, he's going to go to NXT for a return match or something. And he stopped being in All Japan.
Yeah.
He's stuck in GLEAT. And GLEAT, they're like... I hear nothing positive about GLEAT at this point.
No.
Like, they're just kind of, I don't want to say a dead promotion, but they're very, on that list you posted, they're very far down on it.
Yeah.
In Japan's eyes.
Yeah, in Japan's eyes.
Which, like, if you're not popular in
Right.
Japan, then...
It's tough, man, like, because he is that good, and you would think that he was good enough that, like, if he wasn't a locker room morale problem, Noah doesn't have anybody fucking better than him right now.
No.
Not as good as he was when he was there anyway.
Hell no.
So, like, you would think, like, but that could be pride. Maybe he doesn't want to go crawling back. Maybe he doesn't want to take the check that he didn't take when he walked out. I don't know. There's no way GLEAT's paying him what Noah would have, but whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I think you can't have a guy who's willfully dangerous, because he was willfully dangerous.
Well, he's the one who knocked out Tetsuya Endo.
Yeah.
Then he broke, obviously not the Okada we know, but
No.
that younger
Right, and that's
Okada's jaw.
On purpose.
Yeah, well,
it was
that guy ended up being a scumbag anyway,
Right.
so good on you, but
Right.
still.
Right. But unless they knew and they didn't say anything,
Yeah.
he just fucking broke dude's jaw on fucking purpose.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
When he knocked out Endo, and I remember, like,
Yeah.
Jun Akiyama giving him the stare of, you're lucky I'm an old man, otherwise I'd rip your fucking head off.
And so I just think, like, I think he's getting a little blacklisted. And I can't blame anybody, you know.
Well,
but-
who did he train under?
I don't know.
Kensuke Sasaki.
Oh, well, of course he did. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's his, like, mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, he'll just start his own fucking foundation or his own
We're going to
group.
get Nakajima office.
Yeah, right. That's all.
Well, that's what happened to Kensuke Sasaki.
right, right.
he was pretty much like, you can't go anywhere anymore.
Right.
So
yeah, he's one of the best that ever did it.
yeah.
So sad.
Yeah. Second part of Ed's question.
Yes, this week only.
Do you think Takeshi Masada and Shunra Katsumata will be sad that I'm not going to be at Mania weekend to go to the DDT show? Ed, I don't think they're going to be upset because neither of them are going to be there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Wow. Shunra's hurt.
Oh, okay.
But Takeshi Masada won't be there. They announced the talent roster.
Well, they don't bring stars over anymore, or what?
It's like, ugh. When I saw who they're bringing,
two Stardom shows I saw.
I think one's a show and one's like a meet and greet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I saw the lineup for the DDT talent coming over, I was kind of like, oh, okay. Huh. Tokyo Joshi Pro announced their lineup. So, so in Las Vegas, they're going to have Mao, Aoki, Sasaki, Naya, Honda, Illusion, Uni, and Sumi.
Naya, like the big dude's going to be there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But, like, there's
Are they doing they're not doing a straight DDT show, they're just doing DDT versus
they're doing
GCW?
a straight DDT show.
Weird.
They're doing a GCW versus Tokyo Joshi Pro versus DDT show.
Okay.
But I think they're also doing their own DDT show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Ed, if they were going, they would absolutely miss
one of
you.
the matches they're doing is Antonio Hano versus Santana Jackson.
Oh, wow. I saw that for that. I didn't realize it was in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
Okay. Well, I'm good. Ed, we got the better show.
We got like the much better show.
But they do miss you, pal.
I don't even think Chris Brooks is on it.
That's crazy.
Like, no Takeshita.
Right. Who's Takeshi going to dance with at the meet and greet?
No, that's true. So, Ed, you lucked out.
Yeah.
They're not going to be there.
But they would miss you, buddy.
Of course they would miss you.
They miss you right now.
Like, the Tokyo Joshi Pro roster's stacked.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not even.
Well, that's because the line. So here's what they have to do. This is really smart on Tokyo Joshi Pro's part, actually.
People are already in queue for me wanting to.
No, they just turned the line around. The line got that long. You're waiting that long in line. Now the last person in line for Philadelphia actually stretches far enough that now they're the first person in line in Vegas. It works.
You're 100% right.
That's how long it is.
You're 100%.
Still to this day, people are waiting in line for their Miyu Watanabe photo op.
I would still be standing there.
You absolutely would. You'd be somewhere in like Illinois right now.
At this point, yeah. Ed, thank you so much. We'll talk more, pal. We'll talk more. What were your favorite matches this week?
Obviously, Despy, Kosai.
Yep.
And, man, I love that Dynamite top to bottom. But best match of the week is Cody KO from Rumble.
Okay. So I'm going with the Trios match from Stardom as my Japanese match. And I know you didn't even watch it, which is okay. But I'm going CM Punk, Sami Zayn.
Figured you wouldn't. Yeah, just don't watch.
Fucking awesome, man.
Cancel Netflix. I ain't got it no more.
Netflix either. I still watched it.
I know.
Come on,
I ain't
now.
gonna watch it anyway.
Come on, Playboy.
I don't have family, so I don't need to watch stuff with them.
I didn't watch this with my family.
Oh, well, that's right. You're just getting WWE pilled. I see how it is.
No, I'm just fucking. Hey, I saw CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. I'm gonna watch that shit. You kidding me?
That's true.
Fucking awesome shit.
Good.
All right, did you buy anything?
Yes, but no, not really. It's a double of what I had. I don't want to talk about why I bought it.
Okay.
So that's a no.
I bought from somebody in the Majors group. They put it up, the Konosuke Takeshita Chase figure.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, that ain't going to show up anywhere around here.
Yeah.
So
it's one of those where he doesn't have a regular. He's just the Chase in that line.
He's just the Chase in the line.
Like they did with like the Bunny and whatever else.
Yeah. So I bought that.
That's cool.
And then I purchased a T-shirt.
Oh.
From the New Japan store.
Oh, really?
I sure did, because I saw the design and I went, that's pretty fucking cool. I wonder if they have it on the New Japan site.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they did. Also on Friday, I did buy the Elite Legends Kurt Angle.
Nice.
Because that's a wrestling machine.
There you go.
We don't call him what the other name was anymore because he doesn't like that, which I respect.
That's fine. I respect the hell out of that, Kurt. I'm glad you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah, me too. So I bought, let me show you here. Where is it? Of course, the email doesn't fucking have it. Oh, my God.
I'll tell you what, I should have bought this, and it haunts me to this day. And I've looked, and I haven't been able to find one. But the Taguchi de Japon hats that they made the trucker hats.
They did.
And I never bought one, and I didn't know it was like a limited thing. Like they're not up all the time forever. It was like a 2-week engagement, and that upsets the shit out of me. I'd wear that hat all the time.
When I was buying my shirt that I bought, if they had it in stock, I was going to buy it for you. Yeah. God damn, this website is fucking hard to navigate, especially for an audio podcast.
Is it 1972 or is it just direct you to? Because that just goes through fucking PWTs. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
nice.
It's the Gabe Kidd, King of Japan, New Japan Pro Wrestling shirt.
Nice.
It's like the lion mark, but it's his face looking grizzled as fuck.
Nice.
So,
did you see the line mark on SNL?
I did, yeah, that was cool as shit.
When Yang said he just started getting into wrestling, and like just into Japanese wrestling, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, good for them. Lots of press.
Hell yeah. All right, well,
that's it. Get out of here.
Yeah. So next we got New Beginning in Osaka.
Yep.
I don't know what else will pop up during the week, but
figure it out.
Keep my eyes out. That's for sure.
I will be ecstatic if AEW puts together even a half really good Dynamite next week.
Yeah,
let's start stringing stuff together, boys.
Yeah, the collision this week is like the main featured match is Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah,
which I don't. Yeah. I hate their reasoning for it, but whatever.
Okay, well, it'll be a good match.
Yeah, it'll be good. So,
all right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. This has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at WeNeedWrestling.com. Sorry, that was WeNeedWrestling.com. WeNeedWrestling at gmail.com to email the show, questions, concerns, suggestions, anything. You can email there. Online, all social media, We Need Wrestling, everywhere for now. Look us if you can't find us, we're probably not on it, but who knows. I've been trying to instigate on my personal account, and I'm not getting any attention, but whatever.
Don't do that.
I did. I have a hard time biting my my thumb. I'm going to say that while I type when people are shitty online to trans people.
Well, yeah.
Fuck you, Nancy Mace. But
agreed.
So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube. Check us out on all those. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on the social medias, soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com, which is the aggregator, the collector, the compiler of all shows on the soon-to-be-named network. Us, Final Wrestling Place, which we mentioned a ton, Longbox Heroes, Longbox Heroes After Dark, At Odds with Wrestling, Puzzle Warriors 3, Profane Argument, and Wings on Wings. I can promise you that the Wings on Wings feed will be up for at least another year. I can guarantee you a year before they disappear into the ether forever. And I'm going to make a sales post. We do have a very limited number of hot sauces left if anybody wants any hot sauces.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make a sales post for that because we did a shit job promoting that on Wings on Wings. But it's there, and it is up at minimum for another year. You can listen to all those episodes, and people are, which is weird. Like,
hey, whatever.
We've been doubling and tripling our listeners since we stopped.
Enjoy it.
But like it, and reach out here if you have any Wings on Wings questions or concerns. That's it, and we'll be back next week.
Real quick before we say goodbye, I want your instant reaction on this. NFL Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley.
Did he win?
He didn't win the MVP.
Oh, he won Offensive Player of the Year.
MVP,
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
More importantly, I
think Lamar probably had a better year, but Allen went further in the playoffs, even though it's a regular season career, whatever.
More importantly,
yes.
Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Are you going to break my heart here?
Jared Allen.
Okay. Good mullet.
Sterling Sharp.
Okay. He's probably been waiting a little while.
Eric Allen.
Okay.
Antonio Gates.
Okay.
That's it.
For real?
Yep. Not a first ballot Hall of Famer. No Eli first ballot Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
And the people that are eligible next year,
yeah,
Larry Fitzgerald,
Drew
Brees, Phillip Rivers, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, Julian Edelman, LaShawn McCoy, Greg Olson, Alex Smith, Des Bryant, and some of these guys aren't.
Well, Breeze and Rivers shouldn't get in before Eli because they didn't win a Super Bowl, let alone 2.
Breeze did.
Did he? Oh, I guess he did.
Yeah,
Rivers shouldn't.
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald, definitely.
Fitzgerald's first ballot.
But
That's
yeah.
great. Listen, I get it. I get it because Eli has also some of the worst seasons ever.
Eli should still get in.
He should still get in.
First ballot.
Yeah, I think so.
I can make an argument for both of not.
Yeah, I
having
get
him
it.
on
I'm
first
not.
ballot.
I mean, I think it's disrespectful in a way. I think he's facing the same disrespect he did when he played.
Sure.
That he is now because he's the lesser Manning.
Yeah.
But find me 2 better Super Bowl wins. Like, find me 2 more improbable Super Bowl wins. And while the rest of his playoff stats sucked, those 2 years were insane. Like the 2011, 2012, where the team was 28th in offense, 29th in defense, like all that shit, and he still like carried them to the fucking Super Bowl and won it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, all right, well, whatever. But like, Jared Allen had a better career as a defensive end than Eli did as a quarterback. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard because you can't compare those positions.
Right, it's tough. It's tough. Weird.
But yeah, kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I just wanted to get your
Okay,
reaction to that.
whatever.
So yeah,
I feel bad for Eli, honestly, because Eli also seems to be an incredibly liked guy.
yeah, he's very well liked in the media.
And
that's
most people are like, yeah, he slayed the fucking dragon here, everybody.
Twice.
But whatever.
Well, again, thank you everybody for listening. Go fucking Birds.
Go Birds, all the way.
Go Birds. Marcus, I love you, but go Birds.
You're listening to the soon-to-be named network, the Lamborghini of Podcast Network.